and welcome to Barovia. I am your humble Master of Dungeons and Keeper of Dragons, Pixel. And tonight, I am pleased to present to you the 6th episode of Ages of Ainor presents Curse of Strahd. As always, we're going to get into the game here in just a few moments, but before we do, we're going to go over our usual housekeeping things. First things first, for folks in chat, try to remember when we move on to those map screens, which we may spend a good bit of time on those today, you may see things on stream that the DM only can see, the DM's perspective. And you may see things the players therefore don't see. So try not to spoil those in chat. If there's monsters hidden in the next room or there's a trap or something like that, please try not to mention anything in chat about it before the players have seen it to give it away, because that will interfere with the player experience, because they may be in there and chat with you guys trying to interact and keep the stream sort of rolling. Secondly, please remember that D&D is a complex game with a lot of rules, and we are also improvising a story together as a group that we hope will be entertaining primarily for ourselves, but hopefully also for you all. So we may play fast and loose with the rules sometimes. I may change things, I'm going to change things in this adventure. I might forget rulings and make something up, and whatever I make up might be wrong. Or players may make suboptimal choices based on what they think their character would do as far as roleplay goes and things like that. So please be aware of those things. If we're casting about in our little brains trying to think of a ruling for something and we can't remember it, feel free to put it in chat if you know. But if the moment passes, try not to lose your mind about it. We're not going to go back and fix that stuff. We'll just try to get it right next time. Thirdly, we want to keep this space as opening and welcoming of a place as we can, to the extent that that's possible on the internet. So we do try to keep internet toxicity to a minimum. So we will not be putting up with anyone being abusive or hateful in chat, whether that's to other viewers or to players on stream regarding character choices, knowledge of the game or the rules, anything about the player's identity or anything like that. And the same goes for the folks in chat as well. So, we've never had that be a problem here before, but we do want to be upfront with what kind of dynamic we try to foster here. Fourthly, just a warning that this adventure is horror themed. There are elements in it which some viewers may find unpleasant or disturbing. We are not setting out to be overly graphic or gruesome or to upset anyone or anything like that, but we do want to caution everyone to moderate your consumption of this campaign with your health and well-being in mind, and knowing that the kinds of things that you might see in some horror movies, some of them are on the table for this D&D campaign. So when the videos go up on YouTube, we'll be trying to put appropriate trigger warnings about the content that happens in the episode. But in the context of a live show, it's generally not going to be possible for us to give advance warning as of what will happen, because a lot of this is improvised. I will, however, preface all of this by saying there will not be any depictions of graphic sexual content of any kind, especially not sexual assault or violence. So if that's a concern for you, just know that that will not be coming up. Fifthly, it is widely known that this adventure has some problematic depictions of individuals that are inspired by travelers or Romani people IRL. I've done my best to sort of search out resources online to help alter these depictions to avoid offensive stereotypes of people who've been historically targeted for oppression and discrimination. And so a couple of last quick things. Everyone, please remember we do have our bonus mom. What's the word I'm looking for?
Challenge.
Bonus mom challenge. Yeah, we've got a community challenge. Thank you. You can donate points, although you might want to save them to keep these fools alive. We've got a bonus mom challenge going on. You can donate points to the Sphere of Sunlight challenge, which is bonus mom will be DMing for the third time. We'll be doing that live on stream once we hit that goal, and that's just sort of a way you guys can contribute to that, use some of those extra channel points, and so forth. And then lastly, a reminder that we do release these shows on YouTube after each episode sometime during the following week. I try to get them up by about Sunday at noon. But if you miss an episode or part of an episode, don't fret. We'll get them online. You can still catch it. I will also preface this for everybody. Our internet has been super wonky the last couple of weeks. So there's a chance that we're going to run into issues in the middle of this. Fingers crossed that all continues to go stably through the remainder of our session here today. But that just be aware that is on the table. I also have to hit this button a few times. Hang on. Somebody gifted subs. I'm sorry, whoever I missed that. It's hard for me to catch those things when I'm doing my intros. But thank you guys so much for the bits and the subs and everything. It's hard to call those out during the live stream, but just know we do super appreciate all that. Okay, now that my long-winded explanation is done, before we get started, cast, we're going to go around and introduce ourselves and our characters for some of what might be the last time. So, Vincent Page, the inestimable, the unfathomable, and my good friend Vincent Page. Tell them who you are and who you're playing, at least for tonight.
I'm sad. That's who I am. Now, friends, I am Vincent Page. I stream over on Facebook, and Pixel was very kind to open up this other campaign for me to play in. I badgered him into it. That's how it was. But I'm super excited to be playing with everybody. I'm playing Ash Fireforge, who is a changeling rogue. And I do currently have chat inspiration.
Excellent. Okay, and Omega.
Hey y'all, Omega here. I am playing Onyx Montarik. He is the Blade Song Wizard, and I do not currently have chat inspiration. I am also currently unconscious. So
that is true. And Ozzy.
Hi, I'm Ozzy. I play Thorn Fireforge. I am a dwarf cleric. I have chat inspiration. I'm also currently unconscious, but I have a really good feeling about tonight. I know for a fact I'm going to do everything I can to get us out of this.
Excellent. And, of course, Bonus Mom.
Hi, I'm Bonus Mom, and I am playing Wandress, the Circle of Stars Druid. I currently am carrying these two unconscious bozos down a 5-foot hallway with a backyard chasing me. So I'm a little nervous about everything. I'm glad to hear Ozzy's feeling good. You can find me on TikTok. I've been having a rollicking good time. I love being here, and I love all of you all, and I'm your Bonus Mom. And I have no chat inspiration or
Excellent.
Additional hit dice.
Also, real quick, some people have gotten some channel point stuff. Can we real quick parse that? I know a bunch of stuff has happened to chat. Did everybody catch anything that applied to them, or do we need to go through this with a fine-tooth comb?
Me and Bonus Mom both received a hit die.
Okay.
I did?
Yes. And so just a heads up, everybody, hit dice, you should know. Each character can get 1 hit dice per session. So Bonus Mom and so Ash and Wandress have both had their hit dice for this session. Also for our unconscious guys, if they get a hit dice, the next time they regain hit points, they will get to regain hit points, they will get to add the hit dice to whatever hit points they regain. Because if we just let them get the hit dice while they're unconscious, it fully trivializes the whole prospect of being unconscious and being possibly going to die. So I will also say, if they die, they can apply the hit dice to their new character as temporary hit points when you enter into the session. So I will cue everyone in. We have backup characters for everybody because this is Curse of Strahd, baby. And finally speaking, I am Pixel. I am your dungeon master this evening. I am one of the dungeon masters and the admin and founder of Ages of Ainor, and one of the admins along with my good buddy Beast, who's another of our dungeon masters. And you can also find me on Facebook at facebook.com/hammerandpixel, where I stream games. I do the 2 streams here on Ages of Ainor, as well as help run the Discord server, where we run sort of public-facing D&D games that anyone can join the server and join. And we are actually, I think, in need of players these days. We've had a big rash of DMs who have joined us, which is awesome. Inspo to Thorin, very excellent. Thank you.
I already had it.
Okay, so someone will refund that. I think, who doesn't have chat inspiration? Either if we can refund that or if we can just point it at someone else.
Did Onyx get it? He said he didn't have chat inspiration.
I don't have chat inspiration,
And
nor
I
does
don't
Bonus
either.
Mom.
Okay, so yeah, if you want to either get that refunded, Opheliac, or direct that to one of the other 2, that's up to you. Anyway, we've had a rash of new DMs, and they're posting some of their first games, and we would love to see those games get filled up. And so if you want to play D&D with us, folks, off stream in the Discord, we have a lot of games going on. We're very excited for all of the growth and the wonderful things that we're seeing. So
I got redirected to you, Onyx.
Very good. Thank you. All right, friends. Without further ado, when last we left our heroes, they are in Barovia, the Plane of Dread. They are in the basement of the Death House. They have faced ghouls and gricks. They have laid Rosavalda and Thornbolt Durst to rest in the family crypt, and Thorin, the dwarven life cleric, has reached out to Helm for help in saving the souls of those children. They have made their way to the vile altar at the bottom of the house, the epicenter of this pit of evil. They have stood on the altar as black-robed phantoms chant incessantly, "One must die. One must die." And yet, one has not died. None of them died on that altar. And so the figures retaliate. They've awakened Lorgoth, the Decayer. Mass of rot and decay. It lumbers towards our heroes. Its strength cannot be denied. Any one of them who stands to face it will fall. Thorin and Onyx have been beaten unconscious and are being dragged by Wondrous, the Furbolg Circle of Stars druid, up the stairs into the first basement level of the house. Ash was engulfed by the creature, knocked unconscious, and then healed and managed to escape, only for his brother to fall unconscious. Wondrous cannot carry both Thorin, and Onyx fast enough to escape the monster. Our victims are desperate, afraid, and dying. And that is where we pick up our story. A moment frozen in time. Ash, you are nearly dead, beaten into senselessness, brought back to consciousness. You feel the cold grip of fear in your heart. You know you cannot face this thing. Your brother is unconscious, possibly dying. Wondrous is a few scant feet ahead of you, pulling with all of his might, dragging the bodies of your friends and your brother. Wondrous, in a feat of power and fear and adrenaline, the likes of which you have never experienced in your life, you have grabbed this small gnome and this heavy dwarf, and you have rushed, the muscles in your massive thighs burning, your biceps screaming, your back aching, your heart pounding, sweat running down your brow. And you know you're not fast enough. You can't keep it up long enough. Wondrous. Onyx. Blackness. The last moment you remember was a terrified second before the wet, stinking slap smashed into the side of your head, knocking your tiny body to the ground. This is the moment we see, frozen in time. We are just up the stairs as the camera looks down at this tableau. Wondrous, neck muscles bulging, fear wild in his eyes. Ash just behind him, beginning to scramble up the stairs. Mouths open, obviously screaming, but we hear nothing. And we see no movement. And then all is smoke. We stand in an endless, inky void. And Thorin, you look down and you see at your feet about 2 inches of water. But you don't see a floor that you're standing on. Just emptiness, darkness in every direction. We have turned, the walls have fallen, the ceiling falls away. And we look at Thorin. And then we turn again and we come over your shoulder, Thorin. You are looking at yourself. Being dragged by Wondrous up these stairs. This moment is frozen, and you are watching it. And then, Thorin, you hear it. In the distance. You can tell it's coming from up above and over there. You hear a sound. Is that shouting? Is that... Are those children? Are they screaming? You look, Thorin, and you see above you, where the floor would be if you could see it, figures. You see a young girl in fine noble's clothes. She is hunched in terror. In front of her, spread some 15 feet out, Thorin, something that at the same time fills you with terror and makes your heart surge. You see bright, white wings. You see a glow of light. Surrounding this girl, you see the Angel of Helm. Somehow, here in Barovia. Okay. He has raised his sword in the air. He is chanting. But he is surrounded on all sides. The small bubble of light that emits from his holy blade is being pressed upon by some smoke, some darkness. Occasionally you see the glint of an eye. And as that darkness swirls, Thorin, you see a young boy in fine noble's clothes, clutching a little doll, afraid. Thorin, as you look at this, you begin to hear it.
Invoco nomen vigilis, potestate abjuraris, non poterit dominatia tua sustinere manum, illiberi non monebunt. Invoco nomen vigilis, potestate abjuraris, non poterit dominatia tua sustinere manum, illiberi non monebunt.
You know those words. I call on the name of the Watcher. By his power you are abjured. Your dominion cannot withstand his mighty hand. These children will not remain. He shouts it, fueling the power of the light. And then, Thorin, you hear something else. You hear the response.
You cannot take what is not yours. Beneath this earth, beneath these floors, and all that here does make its home is ours from birth, from dust to bones. We see you not, O hand of God. Upon our stones you dare to trod, and take from us these graven babes, then now this earth shall make your grave. By your own strength you now must stand. We cleave you from the Watcher's hand. Think you possess sufficient sufficient power to deny us what is rightly ours? Think you the first such holy flame to feel the light you shed on this plane? Not first to fail here, nor the last, but the hours of your time have passed. So come now, as your strength does wane, and feel the bitter sting of pain. And more to come awaits you here. The loss of hope and all despair. For these children you cannot save, O mighty hand of Helm the Brave. Forget the babe's angelic whelp. You cannot even save yourself!
Thorin. Time once again seems to slow. While he is chanting, the angel desperately looks about. Your eyes meet. You feel knowledge pressed into your brain. Here's what you know, Thorin.
Okay.
You cannot save them both. He cannot save them both. But with the little power he has remaining, he can save the girl. And he has just enough to send you a little power, Thorin. You can return to consciousness. You can help save your friends. Thorin, you could accept that. But you know what it will cost. You know what will happen to the boy. You know where he will stay. And with whom. You know one other thing, Thorin. You know you have another choice. All it would take is a second. Just a moment's distraction. And he wouldn't have to stay here. He could be free. But Thorin, you know what it will cost. You know where you would stay. And with whom. And you also know you would not be there to help your friends. Thorin, what would you like to do?
Well, the only way I see it, there's one choice to be made.
You know there's still enough power if you wanted to try to reach out one last time.
Okay. I'm gonna reach out to Ash.
The angel could facilitate that.
Okay.
Okay. Ash. Time is slowed around you. You are moving through syrup. You are terrified and confused. And your brother is unconscious. And your thoughts are racing so much faster than what is happening around you. And then you hear it. Thorin, what do you say?
Ash, it's Thorin.
Whew. So I'm like in this blackness too, yeah?
Thorin, you are not in this blackness. You are in your body, and everything around you is moving in slow motions. It's as if your consciousness has been stretched out in time. You are able to connect with this frozen moment that Thorin is in, and everything around you has slowed so that you have time for this.
Ash.
Thorin, is that you?
Yeah, it's me. Okay, so I have to save these kids' souls.
What do you mean? We already laid them to rest.
No. If you lay them to rest here, they're going to stay here. They're not going to cross over. They're going to endure pain and suffering for the rest of time. But I can stop it.
Where are you? Let me help you.
You can't help. The only way you can help is to make sure everybody gets out of here.
What about you?
Don't worry about me. Just please make it out of here and tell mom and dad that I love them. Use me to buy some time. Use me to buy some time for you guys to get out of here. Otherwise, you're probably not going to make it.
You expect me just to leave you behind?
It doesn't matter. If you guys die, if I can't help save these kids, then everything that we've done here is for nothing. I need to make sure you guys can make it out. And you guys can't do that if you're carrying me. You know it. Just tell mom and dad that I love them, okay?
I don't know how to respond to this. I can't leave you behind.
There's no point. I'm literally dead weight. Me dying and knowing that you guys made it out, knowing that you made it out so that you can go home to mom and dad, so mom and dad don't lose another child. They can't lose all of their kids.
I would say that. I don't know if there's any sort of visual, but Ash probably just gets a really solemn look on their face and just gives a single nod. I'll get them out.
Okay.
And with that, the connection is severed. Thorin, it's the moment of truth. What do you do?
What do I have on me?
You have all of your so you're sort of a projection of your ideal self. So you kind of have all of your adventuring gear that you had with you when you were knocked unconscious.
Okay, so let's see. Ooh, actually. Sorry, taking me a second, right? I'm going to cast Sacred Flame at it. It's a cantrip.
Okay.
At the, the other projection.
Yeah. So, what exactly does it look like as you stand there and you look up through what would be the floor in this kind of ethereal plane? You can see straight through it. It's like it doesn't even exist. And yet the angel and whatever these things are and the children are standing on something solid nevertheless. You look up, and what does it look like as you cast Sacred Flame?
just a it's just a ball of fire. I would say white light, kind of white, like almost like holy looking fire.
Yeah. We see in your holy symbol as you gather the power of Helm, the Watcher. And in this blackness, it shines so brightly. And you take your moment, you take aim, and you unleash it, and it smashes into this flame. Now, Thorin, you know you can't win this fight. The right hand of your god himself is at less than a stalemate with this thing. But the second's distraction is all it takes. These beings, they turn and look down at you. And that's the opening that he needs. The light expands. And the sword, he releases it from his hand. And it floats in front of him as he rushes and plunges his hand into the darkness and grabs Thornbolt Durst, dragging him to safety. The creature howls in frustration.
What have you done?
And rushes towards you, Thorin.
I'm just going to grab my holy symbol and let it take me.
As it rushes towards you, you see that the angel and the children turn to look at you, the sword floating in front of him, one of the hands of the children in each of his hands. And then the little boy yanks his hand free. And he says, "I'm sorry, I have one more thing to do."
No,
And Thorin,
go.
Blackness takes you.
Okay.
Ash. Time resumes. You are scrambling up the stairs, and there is a flash of light. You are knocked onto your ass, head over heels, into Wondrous's shins. And behind you, Ash, is the ghost of a little boy.
Your voice effect's still on, by the way.
Oh,
I don't
sorry.
want to interrupt this moment. Yeah.
Is the voice of a little boy. And he is, thank you for that. It wasn't on to chat, but it was to you guys, so it's a lot of technology, guys. And he stands there clutching a little doll. So hard in his little hand. And he says to the beast, "Stop hurting my friends! Stop hurting my friends! Stop hurting my friends!" And he throws the doll. It's just a fucking doll, man. What's it gonna do? But it bounces off the ground. And in between you, in the air, it transforms into the shape of a golden knight with a shield and a sword. And it braces that shield against the monster. And the little boy stands there with his hands out. And he turns to you, Ash, and he says, "Run! Please run away! They're gonna get me out, but you have to go!" Ash, it's your initiative. What do you do?
With tears streaming down his face, I'm going to run. And I'm going to push Wondrous to make sure they're ahead of me and just run.
Okay. Yeah, Pixel's eyes are sweating too. You're right, Scarlet. Okay, well, so we are going to resume, to some extent, D&D combat and movement. So, Ash, he's buying you a second. How far do you go?
Yeah, I would like to take all of my movement and just get out of there, man.
Okay. All right, so you are headed up the stairs. That is 10 feet. Gets you to the top of the stairs.
Oh, I'm sorry. Is there any way as I go to pass Wondrous that I can take Thorin from him?
You can, yes. It will make you encumbered. You'll be at half movement.
And I'd like to use the I can't think of what it's called right now.
The
but
dash, bonus action dash.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's going to take your action to grab Thorin, and or his body rather, and the two of you. Okay, so your movement, is basically going to be 30 feet from here.
Yeah.
So 10 feet gets you up to the top of the stairs. 20, 25, 30. Okay, so you and Thorin. Well,
we can't see the map, or at least I can't.
We can't see the
oh,
map.
yeah, you're right. Thank you. I had you guys off the map before. Okay, there we go. Sorry, guys. So you are just up the stairs on the first basement level. Ash, you are dragging Thorin. Onyx, I need a death saving throw.
All right.
Whew. That's a 7.
Yep.
Onyx, where are you at?
I'm at 2 failures right now.
Oof. Okay. Thorin is dead. Wondrous, you have Onyx's body. Ash has rushed past you. You're not entirely sure what's happened here. You haven't been privy to some of it. But the ghost of Thornbolt Durst is currently powering some sort of ghostly knight that is saving you. You no longer have Thorin. You can move at normal speed.
Okay, did I understand that child said, I can get out of here, but they're going to get me out, but
Yes.
you have to go? He
Yes.
said, they're going to get me out, but you have to go.
That is correct.
And Onyx is not weighing me down, and Ash now has Thorin.
Correct.
Okay, then I'm going to do all the movement that I can do.
Okay.
And I'm in a little bit the same shape that Ash is in. I don't even know what that means. I have 30 feet of movement.
Yeah. So if you dash, you can move 60 feet. So 5 feet gets you to the top of the stairs. And then 10, 15. And then you guys have a choice. Do you go back through the trap room or do you go right? Which way do you want to go? I'll put you at the top of the stairs. You got 10 feet.
Okay, I have the thing where I kind of know where I am and what's going on. That's one of my features.
Okay.
Okay, and so
Sure.
having come through the like it's the Wanderer thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's something in there.
Yeah.
Would I know if one way is shorter?
Yes.
Then I'm going to go the shortest way. If that means leaping the trap, I'm going to leap the trap.
It does not. The shortest way, as you push past Ash, who is dragging Thorin. So let's see that. You were 5 up the stairs. So this is 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. 60 feet gets you basically into that dining room where Ash was attacked by the Grix. And so you have rushed past Ash, and you know the way out is through that doorway.
The one straight ahead.
Yeah, the second left.
Okay.
Is the stairs that lead up.
Okay.
You hear the sounds below you of the shambling mound, Lorgoth, the Decayer, seemingly still locked in some sort of confrontation with the knight. Ash, it's your turn again. What do you do?
We're gonna use the bonus action to dash and catch up.
Okay. And you
As
can
possible.
move faster with now that you didn't have to use your action to dash. So you are actually, let me put you guys back where you were. I'm an idiot. Hang on. Okay. So we're just going to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. I think you can get 45 feet which you can't really get past. I guess you could drag. This is getting a little funky, but you could drag Thorn ahead of you. It's hard to deal with you guys all being in the same place, but okay. You have rushed. Onyx. I need another death saving throw. That was almost a 20 for a second.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Damn it. All right, that's one success. How many successes is that, Onyx?
1.
What kind of inspiration do you have right now?
I have chat and DM. So.
Okay, so you got a lot of. Okay, all right.
I've got a few, so I should be fine. But
okay, Wondrous.
All right. What I need to know is where is the thing?
The exit?
I ran 60 feet. He's still down there and the little boy is blocking it.
Yeah, so you ran 60 feet, so it's at least 70 feet away from you at this point.
All right. Then Wondrous would like, I'm desperately looking at my sheet to see if I have anything, and I don't. I only have my 3 cantrips.
You can try and make a medicine check to stabilize.
I want to. I want to try. I don't think there's anything else that I have, but I think I can move 30 feet and still do a medicine check for Onyx. So
Okay.
I'm going to do that.
All right, go ahead and give me that medicine check. And Onyx, you get a hit die. I don't know if did somebody ever give you one or no?
no, not me.
Okay, so if Onyx does not die, Cassie, really, he will get a hit die.
Okay, I have lost.
Is that a
my
net?
chat.
No, it's a dirty 20. Okay.
Okay, I've lost chat somehow here.
Okay.
But so you're
got a
telling
dirty
me I got
20.
a dirty 20.
Yep.
Okay.
So Onyx is stabilized, not conscious because it wasn't a
thank
nat
you,
20, but Onyx is stabilized.
Okay.
And Wondrous, you move 30 feet. So 5,
Yes.
10, 15, 20, 25. 30 feet gets you just to the bottom of the stairs. And this is the moment at which I think you all see it. I think you turn, and somehow even through the walls you see a blinding flash of holy light as this angel ascends from this place. Both of the children are safe. They will not remain here. However, the mound comes. So 5, 10, 15 feet gets it to the top of the stairs. So that's 15 feet, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40 feet. Ash, you can hear it slamming and squelching behind you. Just at the edge of the kitchen. What do you do?
When Ash sees the thing out of, from the corner there and hears it, they just grit their teeth, and you can just see the anger seething, the grief, and we're going to keep running though. I made a promise. We're running.
Okay. With your movement, you can begin to get up the stairs. I need to look up how tall these stairs are. Actually, no, I'm just going to rule it that. I'm going to say we're going to leave initiative as you guys begin to climb this stairs, your feet pounding into the sort of stone-worked ancient stairs as you return to the upper floor of the death house. Lorgoth the Decayer does not follow you up the stairs. However, all is not well. You arrive in the upper floor. Ash, you were faster than Wondrous because you have extra movement, I think. No, I guess Wondrous arrives first. The upper floors of this place have changed. The walls sort of creak and shake. The house itself is angry at you. As you arrive in this room, at the beginning of your turn, the stove in the middle that you remember from when you came up here begins to belch smoke, which fills the room and chokes your lungs. I need you to make Constitution saving throws, except for Thorin.
Okay, I think I did it. Did it show up? Oh, maybe I can get chat back.
Okay, let me see. I gotta remember how these mechanics work.
Since I guess I am stabilized, is that to 1 hit point? And then my
So
or at least just staying at 0, but no
okay, so
saves.
yeah, so Wondrous and Vincent pass your saves. Onyx, with a failed save, you take it would be 4 points of damage, but that's not more than your max health. So you were just making saves again.
Okay, gotcha.
But he's going back to scratch on
He's
saves,
going, but you reset your saves.
Scratch. Okay,
So
perfect.
you two kind of cover your mouths with cloth and everything, but Onyx, who is not conscious enough to know, begins to cough and sputter once again. And as you are here, let's see. Yeah, okay, I've spoken too soon. We are gonna go back into initiative order. I'm just gonna add you guys back the way you were because it basically doesn't matter. So it was Ash was like at a 20 or something, right? And then it was Onyx. These numbers don't actually matter at all. I'm just going to put you in the same order that you were in. And so Ash, you have Thorin. And as you cough and sputter, you know you can't stay in this room, but you look at the doorway next to you. And you see shink, 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 blades begin to swing through the doorway. What do you do?
So obviously that's trapped. This is to the balcony, correct?
You're talking about the window behind you?
The southern
this thing
down here. I don't know why it's not letting me click. And
that is weird. Are you on the like ruler tool or something, or?
No, I'm on the.
I can see it. If it's the southern one, I saw it.
Well, I pinged, but I assume you're talking about that window down there.
Oh, there it goes.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yes, that is a window that I think leads outside. I mean, it's a window leads outside somewhere.
I thought that it was a balcony, but I could be wrong.
You know that there's a balcony on a lower floor from here. I don't think you guys actually looked out this window when you came up here. You're on the third. You're on the attic, and there's like a third, a second, and a first floor, right?
Oh, right.
So.
Shit. And I assume that it's going way too fast for us to move through, correct?
You can risk it. I'll just tell you flat out mechanically, it'll be a DC 15 dexterity saving throw. To drag Thorin through it would probably be disadvantage on that save. You could throw Thorin through it, and Thorin's body might get cut a little bit. As awful and fucked up as that is, I'm sorry.
Dang.
But that's just how it would be. But you could jump after, and it's just a DC 15 dex, so.
Do I have time to turn the wonders? Should we go out the window? If I don't have time for that, you can just tell me.
No,
now.
you can. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Wonders, you can respond very swiftly.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, then I would like to go
Okay.
to the window, please.
Yeah. So you go to the window. Do you drag Thorn with you?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. You fling open the curtains to the window and are met with brick. The windows are bricked up.
I would say that Ash pounds his fist against the brick and says, "Damn, it's bricked." And then, if I do have any movement,
yeah. So you would still have some left. So you dragged him over there. So that used your movement was 15 feet. You would bonus action dash for 20 feet, You can move. You can move 10 more feet, I think, from your bonus action, and then I don't think checking the window is an action. You're like throwing open a curtain. I don't think that counts as an action. So you would then have another dash if you want to move more.
Just to speak out of game for a minute, this is super risky because I only have 6 hit points left. But I mean, what's left to us, right? We probably can't see too much in this room with the smoke kind of
it's
building up either.
It's a bad time.
We're gonna. It's shitty, and I'm not happy about it. Just for the record, but I'm gonna throw Thorn through and then try to make this safe to get through.
Okay, so you go back over. So there, 10 more feet gets you there. You're gonna dash for 10 more feet. Okay, so I'm gonna say make an athletics check to throw Thorin through the blades. $16. Okay, you managed to time it right, and you throw Thorin through, and Thorin is not chopped. Thorin misses the blades.
Okay.
Make your dexterity saving throw.
Why did I click off that? Stupid.
Damn. 16. Okay. Ash, you carefully time it and leap through as well. Both you and Thorin are on the other side. Onyx. And then you have more movement after that. Hang on. Sorry. You have more movement after that. I believe you can get to about there. Onyx. I need a death save. I'm such a dick, guys. Whew, that's a pass. Okay, Wandress, you have 2 choices. You can hurl Onyx's body through the blades with an athletics check, DC 15. I'm going to say you have advantage on that due to powerful build. Or you can make a dexterity saving throw to jump both of you through. But if you fail, Onyx will take damage and therefore fail a death save.
Okay, my question to you is, because you were again, what a time this is. You were describing this to Ash.
Vincent.
Ash.
Yeah.
Describe it to me.
Yeah.
What
so
is it I'm looking at?
It basically is a like swinging blades are like chopping in the door, like whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. They're like coming from the side and like slicing down and then slicing up. You can tell that it's not really like a mechanical trap. It appears to be some sort of like, the house is mad at you. You didn't kill anybody in the basement, really, the way you were supposed to on the altar, and so it's trying to kill you on the way out. And so this is just sort of a magical manifestation of blades swinging through this doorway.
Okay. And the room is filling up with smoke.
The room is filling up with smoke. I'll just tell you, mechanically speaking, every turn that a creature begins in a room with the smoke in it, it will make a Constitution saving throw, 10 or higher, or it takes poison damage.
All right. All right. So Wanderous clutching. He kind of had Onyx just over his shoulder. He rips open the vest that he's wearing, and he takes Onyx and he puts him right up against his chest, okay? And then he puts the leather arm around him, and he puts his arms over that to give Onyx as much protection as he has.
Okay.
And so I don't know what that does for Onyx, but I'm doing that. He tucks his head down.
Here's the trade I'll give you. It'll give you disadvantage on the dex save, which I wasn't going to give you before because of powerful build. But if you fail, you'll take double the damage and Onyx will take nothing.
Okay, then that is exactly what I'm going to do.
Okay. Make a dexterity saving throw.
You will have to tell me what I roll because I can't see the chat right now. I'm doing a dexterity saving throw.
Dexterity saving throw. DC
Can
15.
I also, in the course of that, I want to be mumbling under my breath the whole time and cast guidance on myself.
I'll allow it.
Okay. Dexterity saving throw.
Dexterity saving throw. DC
okay,
15.
what did I do?
That's
Oh
a
my
21.
God.
Oh, wait, you have disadvantage, but it's still a 19. Whew. Okay, so.
Okay, so I don't. Man,
You
I
don't
have
need the guidance. Yeah, you can keep it. Okay, so, because it lasts for like a minute. So, Wandress, you clutch Onyx to your chest and leap through the blades and avoid them. You and Ash can now see every doorway in this house has the same swinging blades. Not every room has the smoke pouring out, only rooms with stoves in them or chimneys. But you are at the moment in this sort of landing area of the floor. Now you move like 5 feet to get through there. Do you continue with your movement, Wandress?
Yes.
Okay, so that was
Wandress is
5.
heading for the stairways door.
20. Okay. You can get through the stairways door if you want to make another dexterity saving throw. And you'll continue to have disadvantage if you want
thing.
to.
I mean, you're letting me make another throw.
Right, so it doesn't take an action to jump through. That's part of movement, but you have to make the same save.
All right.
And you'll continue to have disadvantage as long as you're shielding Onyx from the possibility of taking damage.
And I still have guidance. It lasts for up for a minute.
That is correct. Unless you take damage, and then you have to make a con save to avoid it.
Okay, dexterity
concentration
saving throw. I'm doing it again as I lunge through that doorway.
Okay, disadvantage is a 9, and I don't think guidance will get you there, even with max. So
Okay. Can I use my inspiration?
You have disadvantage. Yeah, you could use inspiration if you
Well,
want.
no, wait a minute. I'm not going to do it because there's too many more doors. So no.
Okay. Oh, you're fucking shitting me. All right, you take 8 points of damage, Wandress, says this one gets you good. That is max damage.
Okay.
But you do get through it. Okay, and so let me do your math again. You were... Okay, 15, 20, 25, 30. You use your action to cast guidance. Also, I need a constitution saving throw for concentration on guidance. 19 will make it. So you do maintain the spell of the next door you go through.
I want to use my hit die that I was given by the chat.
Yeah, you can do that. Okay.
And my hit die, I'm trying to see what it is. I can't read it's a D8?
Yes. Druids are a D8.
Click on hit die and that'll do it. Okay.
Correct. Okay. Ash.
What did I get? Did it not show in chat?
It did. Sorry. You got a 1. You got a 3 total.
I got 3.
Total. Yeah,
I get to add
3 total. Yep. You both rolled minimum damage on those hit dice. Oof.
Okay. Alrighty.
Yeah. I mean,
all right, Ash.
You're same as the first.
Okay. You throw in Thorin through, or?
Yeah.
Okay. That's gonna be an athletics check.
Can I cast guidance on him?
You cannot. You don't have any actions. Ooh, 15 is exactly. You'll do it. So you toss Thorn through. I need a dexterity saving throw. $16 will do it. Okay. So let's see, you were here. So that's 10, 15. This will be 20 for both of you. 25, 30. So you're gonna take as much movement as you possibly can, I presume?
Yeah.
So that would be 90 feet, half to 45. So I'm just going to put you here. Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Brings you then over 35, 40. You've got one more door you've got to get through in the second floor to the main hallway of the third floor. I'm sorry, where the armor first knocked Thorin unconscious. Same thing again. You can throw him through with an athletics check, and then you can jump or however you want to. I won't do that. You'll get through the last 5 feet of it. Oh God. Oh God. Okay. You toss Thorn through and time it exactly wrong. And Thorn is decapitated. Ash, I need a dexterity saving throw. And 16 will do it. And you launch after Thorin. Okay. Onyx, we need a death saving throw. I'm so stressed, you guys. That's a 19. It's a save for Onyx.
Okay.
Wondrous, you're up.
Okay, that's 2 saves for Onyx.
2 saves for Onyx.
Okay, then I move to the next door, wherever it is.
Okay, so that is...
It's over there.
Yep. Well, okay. Woof. 5, 10. This is 10. This is 15 feet of movement gets you to the same door that Ash just jumped through.
All right, I've still got little Onyx tucked.
Yep.
Okay, how much movement did I use there?
15 feet.
So I still have 15 feet just to my regular movement.
Correct. So your regular movement can basically get you to here if you make it through
Okay, the skill check doesn't
thing.
count as an action,
The
right?
skill check does not count as an action. It's just
All
it's
right,
something
then
that happens
Wanderous
as part of your movement as you move kind of through this dangerous
Okay, Wanderous
stuff.
is going to take the instant then to do one more medicine check
Okay.
on Onyx.
Yeah, go ahead and make a medicine check. 14 will stabilize.
Okay, so Onyx is stabilized. Now I'm going to try to go through the door.
Okay. And you're still going through the same with like fully protecting Onyx or okay.
Yeah.
So disadvantage
yeah.
on the dex save?
I don't mean to totally interrupt this turn. Is there any way that I could turn and just like hold my arms out and be like, throw them to me?
Oh,
Or
you know
if
what?
not, that's
Wait,
fine.
we didn't give you. No, we did give you your full movement. I think because you took your movement to.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, well, if Wondrous throws you Onyx, Wondrous will have to do the same athletics check that you had to make, right? I would give Wondrous advantage on that due to powerful build because Onyx is very light for him. But he's already. I think that would take an action from at least Wondrous, who's already used the action on the medicine check. So
Okay, that's fine.
we're sort of in the gray space here of
Yeah.
me bullshitting stuff together, but I think that makes sense. So
Okay. I've still got my guidance,
okay,
right?
yep,
And I'm doing a dexterity saving throw.
that is correct with disadvantage. 15 is exactly what you need. Oh my
Okay.
god! So that is 15 more feet of movement from Wondrous, as you are back in the hallway with the armor that once knocked Thorin unconscious.
Okay.
Ash, what do you do?
So real talk, okay? I'm struggling to see the point now. I've already fucking messed this up. Is there a way for me to just grab both and continue what I was doing, or is that?
Yeah, oh yeah, I think if you can carry the body, I think you can, like, you might, and this is macabre, you might have to use your action to, like, put the head in a bag.
Yeah, I thought so.
Because you probably are gonna need both arms. Well, I don't know, you could get under the arms and have the hand. No, I think you could do both. You could put the head in a fist via the hair and get under both arms and continue to drag. I'm gonna say, yeah, you can.
Okay,
grab
so
the whole
real
thing.
quick, because I can't stomach what you just described. I would rather just take my action to put
Okay.
the head in a bag and then drag the body and use my
Okay.
bonus action to dash. Thank you.
Stop cutting onions. Just carry the head by
If
its
it
I am
helped that-
absolutely not going to carry his head by the hair.
If it helped at all, Thorin, Ash, Wanders would have been saying, "Don't leave him here. Don't leave him here." You know, he would have been saying that to encourage you to.
Well, if Wonders is saying that, I'm just going to look at her with like all the fierceness that I can muster as points and say never.
Take DM inspiration, you beautiful sons of bitches. Okay, I love
Do we
it.
both
All right.
get it, or just him?
No, you both. Yeah, I like it. You both get it.
Thank you, son. You have to make Mama cry, but she's getting inspiration. Oh, I already had it. Well, shit.
Okay. So Ash, you have Thorin. Have Thorin will travel, huh?
Oh, God.
I hate you right now. Yeah.
I will
Okay,
put him in timeout
so,
for a week when
Ash,
this is over.
you grab one of your miscellaneous Monster Hunter bags that's big enough, and you don't even, like, I think you maybe start dissociating from it at this point. You're in full just, like,
Yeah.
you know, don't think about it mode. You place Thorin's head into the bag and shove your hands under the armpits and begin to drag. That's your action. You've got bonus action. Do you go the full way?
Yeah.
Okay, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 feet, 30, 35 feet. Okay, so 35 feet gets you to here. 40 feet. Wait. You have 30 feet. Hang on. Okay, sorry. I gotta do this again. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and that's action, bonus action. Or that's movement and then bonus action movement. Okay, so you get about halfway down the stairs to the second level. That would put you basically right here. Okay. Onyx is stabilized, yes? Okay.
Oh, there I am.
Wondrous.
I couldn't find myself.
You're up.
Okay, well, I got it bounced out of roll 20 here.
Uh-oh.
So is it race? I'm going down the steps. I have 60 feet of movement. If I dash, Wondrous has Onyx. He isn't going to let go of where Onyx is.
Okay.
Okay, basically, he's keeping him right there and he's going 60 feet.
45, 50. Gets you to here. 55, 60. Okay, you get all the way down to about halfway down the stairs to the first level with 60 feet of movement. Both this and the middle room, I don't know where to. Both the second and first floors have large fireplaces that are now spitting out that coughing and sputtering, choking smoke. So, Ash, as this turn begins, I'm going to need a Constitution saving throw.
Are you fucking kidding me? I'm going to use chat inspiration
Okay.
for that. Sorry, I'm not meaning to fly off the handle with the cursing.
No,
I'm
you're
very
fine.
emotional currently.
Yeah.
Son of a bitch.
All right, Ash. Ash, you take 3 points of damage.
Okay, that's not nearly as bad as it could have been.
Okay, and you're up. What do you do?
Okay, so obviously I'm going to move down at least to where Wondrous is at. I do believe that we're in the main floor of the house now currently, yes?
Yes, that is.
I'm not
Well, so
mistaken.
you're on the second floor. If you move your movement, you'll end up down in the first
Right,
floor. Yeah.
that's what I meant, I'm sorry.
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah, we're beeline, and I know that I at least remember where the door's at. That's where we're going.
35 feet gets you like here. And then 35, 40, 45. So you basically can get just in front of Wondrous with movement, action, bonus action. Onyx, you are in choking smoke. I need a Constitution saving throw.
And
10 will do it. 10 is what you need.
Okay.
So, Onyx, despite the fact that you are unconscious, you are not breathing. I guess the way that Wondrous has you bundled, you're actually not breathing in too much of the smoke.
Cool.
Had he been awarded hit die, by the way?
Yes, Wondrous has been, or
Onyx. Yeah.
Onyx has been awarded
Yeah.
a hit die somewhere back there.
And I was just curious. He has to actually regain health before he can use that,
Correct.
yes?
Yeah, he's got to
Okay,
regain
I
health.
just
of
have
some
to
sort.
regain consciousness.
I was just double
Yeah.
checking.
Okay, so that is Onyx. Wondrous.
Okay, Wondrous races to the next set of doors.
Okay.
Whoops.
So first things first, Wondrous, I need a Constitution saving throw from
Okay,
the
find
smoke.
myself here.
Orbital. The house is not on fire, but the chimneys and the stoves and ovens and fireplaces are all spitting out this horrible smoke. And the house itself has turned evil. Like the walls are buckling and moving. And I think as they spit out the smoke, the fireplace is like closing like a mouth. It's the house is pissed. It doesn't like these people.
Okay.
Okay. So, Constitution saving throw from Wandress. Okay, that is a 4. Do you want to use inspiration?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm going to use the DM inspiration. That's all I've got. Okay. Oh my God.
Okay.
I don't have anything else.
Wandress, you take 1 point of poison damage.
Okay.
Phew. All right, and then you move?
Yep, to the door.
Okay, whoa, shit's
Can you
getting-
move me? You're
Yeah,
better at it than I am right now.
Oh, okay.
And Wondrous has inspiration back.
Oh, I do?
I just gifted you some.
Well, thank you.
Okay, 5, 10, 15, 20. 20 feet gets you to the next door. You're so close, Wandress.
Oh, whoops. Whoops. I have chat inspiration. Okay.
You are going to need to make another dexterity saving throw with disadvantage to protect Onyx if you continue to do that.
I will continue to protect Onyx.
Okay.
So Constitution.
This is
and
dexterity saving throw now with disadvantage. Okay. That will
I have, if I
not
need it,
make
I
it.
have. It does not make it,
no.
but I have
DC 15.
guidance.
Oh yes, you have guidance. Yep.
So I'm gonna roll a 1. There's just no. I mean,
Right,
I'll roll
correct.
it if you want me to. But
Yeah. I mean, sure, but So you'll pass a 15 with your guidance. Oh, actually,
Okay.
I'm sorry. You took damage. Roll me another Constitution save to maintain your guidance. I hate to be this asshole. I really do. But yeah, you need to make a Constitution save from the poison damage in order to maintain. 18 will do it. So yes, you do maintain guidance, and guidance does get you through there. Now that is. Let's see. Let me put you back where you were here.
oh, I'm sorry.
You're fine. I just got to do the math. Okay, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and 30 feet. So that's as far as you can get with your current situation.
I can't dash.
You that was the dash, right? So no, you can. Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry. You're not moving half speed. So you have your action left. You can choose to dash, or you could cast guidance on yourself again, or whatever else you want to do. My bad.
Okay, well, I want to cast guidance.
Okay.
Oh my God. No, I have to be able to. Let's see, guidance. I have to be able to see them, right? I have to touch a willing creature.
that is
Okay,
true.
yes, I cast it on
Okay.
myself.
Okay.
I
I mean,
cast
you
it on
could have cast it on Ash as you went through. I mean, I was moving you, but you could have cast it on Ash as you went by if you wanted to do that.
Well,
No,
I
you
would've-
couldn't have, because that would have erased the guidance that you used to get through here. So yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
No,
So
you
no, and so I
My bad.
use the guidance. I'm recasting it
Okay.
on myself.
Okay. Ash, I need
Okay.
Sorry, go ahead.
Now, okay, I want to ask you a question.
Yeah.
Is the doorway? No, never mind. Never mind.
Okay. Ash, I need a Constitution saving throw. Phew, 19 will do it.
Oh, thank you, Jesus.
Shit, guys. Okay. Ash, what do you do?
Tailing it behind Wondrous.
Okay. Are you athletics checking it this time?
I honestly to God don't know if I can handle failing another one of these, but I'm gonna try.
Oh,
I have two inspiration. I will absolutely waste it on this. Oh God.
Okay.
I gotta move
Athletics
on
check.
yet again.
Oh,
20 will do it.
And then Dex.
Dexterity saving throw. 11
15
will-
to-
Yeah.
I would like to burn my inspiration. One of them anyway.
Okay. With that one, let's see how far you were here, right? 5, 10, 15. I'm going to say I'm going to take that nat 20 for both of these because you've got enough movement to get out of the fucking house.
Oh my
God.
god.
So I think in a final burst of adrenaline, fucking, hang on. Fucking Ash just chucks Thorin's body through, rolls through, grabs, and just the final one, you just clutch Thorin to yourself and just leap and corkscrew through the blades, and the two of you land outside. Onyx is stable, yes?
Yes.
Wandress. You're up.
Okay. I'm just gonna try to burst through the door the same way
5 feet gets you there.
that Ash did.
All right, dexterity saving throw with disadvantage.
And I recast guidance on myself.
Yep.
And I have chat inspiration. What happened?
Okay, you have a 13, and you have guidance. So if you roll a 2 or higher, you make it, or you can try and use inspiration.
And is the guidance is a D4.
It's a D4, so you got a 50-50 shot. Actually, you got a 75% shot. There it is. All right. Onyx and Wandress, you escape. Party, you find yourselves flopping out, finally, in the streets of Barovia. The house behind you, you can see now the windows appear as angry eyes, the door as a churning mouth. You can see billowing smoke begins to blow out of the sides and the door of the house. The house lights on fire, and in moments crumbles to the ground and is gone. You lay there in the street. Thorin is dead. His body is decapitated, mangled. His head is in Ash's bag. Wandress, you are cradling an unconscious but still breathing Onyx. Friends, what do you do?
I guess I'll take the charge here. Ash 100% would probably put the bag with Thorin's body and drape himself or theirself just over the body and just silently sobbing. Probably clutching their locket at their breast.
Wandress, seeing that and knowing that there's something going on there, that there is an emotional connection for these siblings. He's never seen that or experienced it in any way, but he can tell now that it's happening. The house has made enough of an effect on Wandress that, and the feeling that Wandress had as he is racing through this house and just facing death, like time after time after time. And then for part of it, he's clutching this tiny little gnome to his breast and under enough of his clothes so that he actually can feel the warmth of this gnome cradled on his chest and his head actually kind of tucked up under Wandress's neck. He's just never felt anything like that in his life. He sort of opens his arms a little bit, moves a little bit, and he's looking at Onyx, who is unconscious. And he very gently, away from the fire and everything, he kind of lays Onyx down in the street and leans over him and wishes, so badly that he could do cure wounds or something that would help Onyx. Can he try to do another medicine check? Can he try to continue? He's going to take water out and try to pour a little water in his mouth. Anything he can do to see if he can begin to bring life back to his little friend.
I think short of magic, Onyx, roll a d4.
Okay.
It's going to be about 3 hours before Onyx is conscious again.
Okay. Realizing that he can't get him back to consciousness, and a time has passed while he went through all of this realization of what it meant to be responsible for someone else who couldn't take care of themselves. Wanders is gonna pick Onyx back up and let's kind of cradle him a little bit and walk over to Ash. And he's going to say, we must get to a little bit safer place than the middle of the street, Ash. I think that Onyx, I think we can get him back, but it's going to take some time. I've checked him over. It's going to take some hours before he's going to breathe normally. And I think we need to be in a safer place, and we need to talk about what we need to do next, Ash.
It is, before you respond, it is nighttime now. The sky is dark. You've been in that house. You entered in about the mid-morning or so, and then several times you were knocked unconscious and all the exploring. So right now, the only light you can see is the fire of this burning pit of evil and despair.
Do any of the other houses nearby have porches as we look around close enough to see?
Yeah, I mean, they're all pretty much boarded up, but yeah, some of them probably have horses. You guys are here in front of this house. The next one north and the one across the street from it probably do, or you can go further afield to the one at like the end of the street if you want to get away from the fire and get away from what's going on there.
Let's go, Ash. Let's go down here a house or two and just rest.
Yeah, so Ash picks themselves up and kind of noisily wipes their face on their sleeve and to the best of their ability picks up Thorn's body and follows in behind wherever Wanderesses go. I would say that Ash probably isn't paying attention at all, just blindly following wherever Wanderess leads them.
Wanderess is going to attempt to tuck him in and around the porch, settle him up against the wall, and he's going to treat Thorn's body as though Thorn is in exactly the same shape that Onyx is in, and kind of secure them in a place. And then he's going to they've got to rest. They've got to rest.
Yeah. Are you guys taking a short rest here? Is that the plan? Or
Yeah, I think that's a beautiful plan. If there was a watch, would there need to be a watch for a short rest, or?
I mean, not one that would deter you from taking a short rest, if that makes sense. Like, you can still take a short rest and just be paying attention. It's not strenuous to be on watch, I don't think. In this
I didn't know if there would be like some kind of sleep thing that maybe happens. The only reason I asked.
Yeah. Sorry, say that again.
I was just making sure there wasn't like a sleep situation that was actually going to happen in a short rest is all.
Oh, no. Yeah, I mean, I guess technically someone could say their character's napping, but a short rest is more like just a quick breather that you just sort of like chill for a minute and kind of get yourself, get a second wind.
I wasn't aware if it was like half of a long rest. Like exactly
No. It's an hour long, and it's just it's basically an opportunity. It recharges some of your class abilities for certain classes, and it you can roll hit dice.
Okay. Well, but Onyx is going to be unconscious for 3 hours.
That is correct.
So, I mean, I know an hour is a short rest, but okay.
You can sit there for 3 hours if you want. If you want to like sit there until Onyx is.
I think that would
conscious.
have that is Wanderous's intention, given everything that's happened and the kind of shape they're in. Yes, a short rest, but also wait until we have Onyx back on his feet.
Okay.
Yeah, I would feel like in the moment of kind of processing everything that's happened and waiting to see if we get Onyx back, I agree that we would just wait however long it takes for him to wake up.
Okay. Yeah. So you guys begin to wait. What is it that you're all doing as you're waiting?
I think that it's going to be very difficult for Wanderers to put into words what he's thinking, because he has the most conflicting thoughts going through his mind. And I would think Ash is in shock. So Wanderers will talk to Ash if Ash wants to talk. But I see us as sitting there very silently, breathing and being lost in ourselves. Wanderers would be checking Onyx every so often to be sure that he's still breathing freely. And yes, I would like to roll some hit dice and try to get some health back.
Same,
Sure.
I do.
Yeah, go ahead and roll those hit dice, y'all. And I think at some point during your rest, an old woman begins to approach. She has a cart in front of her with sort of like a kind of cloth over it. She has sort of bushy, graying white hair. She's wearing like a sort of blue shirt and a little white apron. And she comes up to you. I'm going to pop over to the map screen for just a second so we can see her. And she says,
Oh, Lord.
"Hey, kiddos. You all are out kind of late, aren't you?"
Yes, my lady, we are.
Oh, goodness. Well, kiddos, it's not safe out here.
Yes, we have learned that in a very, very hard way, madam.
What do you mean?
There were 4 of us. There are now only 3 living, and one, my little friend, is recovering from a near-death experience and is unconscious.
Oh, my goodness. I'm so sorry to hear that, kiddos.
Yes.
Well, I can't fix it. I wish I could. But, well, I'll tell you what. And she reaches into her little cart, and she pulls out a steaming hot pie. She sort of takes it over and sets it in front of you and says, I know that doesn't really fix anything, but, well, crying can be hungry work, And so you'll probably want a little something sweet to get your strength back afterwards.
Oh, well, my lady, it smells delicious. Ash, you should eat something.
I would say that Ash had been probably sitting next to the body with the bag in their lap. and looks up and just gives a kind of appreciative nod, but doesn't say anything.
My lady, may I offer you something for your pie?
Oh, I couldn't. No. Normally I sell these here, but you know, I mostly just do it to put a smile on people's face.
Well, it is not safe, my lady. Would you like to rest with us or stay with us and be safe?
Oh, don't you worry about me. I've got a few tricks up these sleeves, and she sort of like, she doesn't have a lot of sleeve there, you can see. So she kind of pulls on it, and you're like, I don't know what she could possibly be hiding up there, but okay. And she says, no, you don't have to worry about me. I'll be fine. Take a little more than what this place has to offer to keep me down.
My lady, this is not a nice town or a happy town. You must be very busy handing out your pies.
Oh, yeah. You know, but not a lot of joy to go around in this town. So I like to try to just brighten folks' day a little bit, you know? Let them know somebody cares.
We appreciate you. And Wanderous just shakes his head as those words come out his mouth, and he looks up at her and says, my lady, may we know your name?
Oh, yeah, they call me Granny Patsy.
It's a good name. My name is Wanderous, and I am a druid. And I have been sent across this land to meet some requirements. And it is a perilous journey I am finding, and it is changing me. I'm learning to care. My friend Ash here, he cares not too much, but a lot. And I think that you must too. So I thank you, and Ash thanks you. And little Onyx here would thank you if he could.
Yeah,
Good
and
night,
Onyx,
my lady.
in your unconsciousness, you smell a fresh baked pie. And you stir a little bit. And your eyes blearily open, brought to consciousness by the fragrance of a home-baked pie.
Oh, my lady, you have been successful. We are so thankful.
Well, I can tell you all are hurting. You know, just about everyone I run into around here is hurting. And like I said, I can't do too much to fix it all. Though I wish I could. But,
My lady, one more thing. We are going to have to honor our fallen comrade. Is there anywhere here that is holy or safe where we can rest his body?
Well, and she points to the northwest and says, there's a church over on that hill over there. They've got a graveyard, but, well, to tell you the truth, kiddos, I don't know. It's not that holy. Not a lot in this land really is. But I guess it's as good a place as you're likely to find. Word of warning. The priest has his own troubles. something not so great happened to his son. Not really my story to tell, but just thought you should know.
Thank you. I think we'll just rest here a bit longer.
She looks at you, Ash, and says, well, kiddo, before I go, and feel free to say no, but you want a hug?
God. I would say that Ash, speaking for the first time, would be like, that sounds wonderful.
Yeah. And so, Ash, I think you sort of stand up, and she moves over to you, and you were probably, full head, neck, and chest taller than she is. She's not quite as short as a dwarf, but close. And she just sort of wraps her granny arms around you and gives you a big squeeze. And says, so sorry, kiddo. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, I don't think that Ash would reply. Just kind of let himself be in the moment, just for the moment.
And Ash, you've got a lot of hurt, but in that embrace, you feel the first good and kind thing you felt since you arrived in Barovia. The pain is still there, but there's a warmth that spreads just head to toe from that hug. And it lasts a moment, and then she pulls away. And she says, well, the first one's free, but she nods at the pie. If you need another one next time, it'll cost you, huh?
Gladly. Granny? Could I have one of those too?
Oh, of course, kiddo. Sorry. And she walks over to you, Wondrous, and you are twice as tall. And
Wondrous
she says,
reaches down and picks her up.
oh, okay.
Gently.
All right. And she just sort of, tries to reach around and gives you a squeeze.
And squeezes, and I think he very slowly turns around in a circle with her gently, and then he carefully sets her back down on the ground and says, thank you.
Yeah, and I think as she's doing the hug, like you're so barrel chested and big, her arms don't even like touch. She goes, okay, well, hey, and then she sees you kind of waking up, Onyx, and says, well, hey there, kiddo.
And Onyx will kind of groggily just look up at me like, yeah.
You looks like you had a little bit of a rough day, huh?
Yeah, just a bit. Feels like a bad dream.
Oh. Yeah. Wish it were, kiddo. Wish it were.
And I'll probably look over and notice Thorn and Ash.
Yeah.
And then I'll start sobbing a little bit, just not trying to show it as much to Ash as I'm trying to keep my facade of not liking them strong.
And she looks at you and says, it's okay to cry. It just shows how much you care and how much you'll miss him. And how much you'll always remember the good stuff.
And then I'll go for the embrace and then start crying.
Yeah, she gives you another hug, or gives you a hug. And says, well, stay safe, kiddos. I'll hope I'll see you around. But I've got to get going here. For too much longer.
Be safe, Granny. And Granny, this is real new for me, but I want you to know that I'm going to care about you too.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Okay, well, don't let that pie get cold. And she turns and begins to wheel her cart to the south, and then she turns to the left on the way out of town, the way that you came in, headed towards the woods at night.
Better eat some pie. Onyx, I'm so glad to see you are awake again. I'm glad. Glad.
And I'll kind of wipe away the tears and a little bit of mucus from my nose, and I'll be like, yeah, I'm glad I'm here. And then I guess I'll go over to Ash.
When he walks up, without kind of really seeing him, I think that Ash would look up and eyes kind of glossed over, acknowledge that he's there, and I'm really glad you're awake.
I'm sorry about Thorin. I couldn't imagine losing somebody like that, but we're here for you.
Also would like to say that Ash would probably sat back down and put the bag in their lap, and it's kind of just staring off the porch at the town around him. And after a moment says, he saved him, you know?
What? Who?
There was a moment when we were running from the mound or Lorgoth or whatever that was, where I heard him, and he told me that he had to save the kids, that they would be stuck in this place forever if he didn't do something.
So,
and good.
So putting him in the tombs, that wasn't enough?
Ash kind of just shakes their head. I don't know. I just know that Thorin said, and in that moment, it just, time froze for me, that he would save them. And I promised him that I would get you guys out.
And you did. When it's light, we should go to this church. Or maybe we should head there now and be there when it's light. Now that we have Onyx back on his feet a bit. And in the course of that, Wanderous is digging into his kit and getting out stuff and dividing up the pie and having something to eat. And I'm hoping it's some really good pie.
It is. Yeah, you start to eat some of the pie, and it is delicious, delicious pie. I think it's like a peach cobbler, and you and you eat some of it, and this warmth. Again, it's like you're eating a hug. Basically, it's just that this warmth spreads through you from the pie that you can tell was made with a tremendous amount of love and care. All right, well, gang, congratulations on reaching level 3. What would you like to do?
Well, let's. I have a couple of questions here.
Uh-huh.
So, this, through the magic of leveling up, here we are at level 3.
You're not going to have combat again, so just assume that you're going to have the benefits of a long rest, I think.
Okay, so we're all good. Okay. All righty. So we move over to the new character sheet out of game here, and we're all back up and running.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Because by the time it's going to matter, you'll have had a long rest. So, but where do you go? What do you do? You once again hear distant sobbing, mournful sobbing echoing through the streets.
Holy cow.
And it is not Ash or Onyx or Wondrous.
What Wondrous listens with his big fluffy ears. What direction is it coming from?
The east by southeast or so.
Before Ash would have a chance to, Wondrous would like to pick up Thorin's body rather than, dragging it along the ground. So should we go towards the church or that mournful sound? Ash, it's time to move.
Remind me real quick, is this what we heard whenever we ran into this first situation, just out of curiosity?
Yeah, so you heard sobbing and sort of tried to follow it, but then the kids showed up before you reached it. So, I mean, it's been happening since whenever, it's the same sound, but you probably wouldn't think that the kids were the source of the sobbing. That seems to be a different thing.
No, for sure. But I would associate this whole mess with how we got into it in the first place, right?
Probably, yeah.
That's kind of where I was coming from.
I mean, it is certainly the same sound you heard when you first entered town, which happened right before you got suckered into the death house, which has earned its name tonight.
Ash would probably say, he needs to be put to rest before we can do anything else.
Onyx, are you all right to walk? Are you feeling better?
I think so. I'll be all right.
Then let's go towards the church.
Okay. So you have a couple different options here, as you guys can see. You could go south to the main thoroughfare and take the first right to go north, and you eventually would get there. You don't know the town well enough. You could go north now, back past the house, and then take a left. Or you could go south to the main thoroughfare, take a right, and then take another right and come up past this bit, in the sort of, it's not really a town square, but basically your options are this: go this way and then there, go continue on this way and go there, or go back up and over, and eventually they'll get you to this, which is the church over here. Making sense?
Yep.
So that's up to
Well,
you guys
which
how you want to
way-
do that.
Which way did Granny Patsy indicate when she waved her arm?
I think she just sort of generally pointed like that way, like kind of through the house, like, oh, the hill over there. She didn't really give you direction and say, ooh, take a this and a that sort of thing.
Well, if Ash is still in the following Wanderous mode because of things, then Wanderous is not going past where that house was. Wanderous is going down to the main street unless somebody stops him, but then he probably will take the first right turn because he doesn't know any better.
Okay, yeah. So you guys kind of take the first right turn, and I think from here you'd kind of be able to see that you could make your way this way. And as you approach the end of this street, it is midnight now. And as you approach and turn to look, you see an eerie green light suffuses the graveyard.
Oh, great.
From this light emerges a ghostly procession. Wavering images of doughty women toting great swords, wood-wise men with slender bows, dwarves with glittering axes, and archaically dressed mages with beards and strange pointed hats. All of these and more march forth from the graveyard, their numbers growing by the second.
And this is the graveyard up here behind the church, correct?
Correct. Yep. So they are basically kind of coming like out of the graveyard on both sides. They're just sort of walking through the walls, and then they sort of join in front of the church and begin to head this way. I guess I should use a different color.
Holy cow.
And it's hundreds of these things, and they sort of march down the street in front of you. It doesn't even seem like they see you. And they march to the center of town and turn. They continue to march all the way out of town. Hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of them. Adventurers like yourselves, it seems. Rising from this graveyard. Marching through the streets of Barovia. What do you do?
Ash. Ash. We can't rest Thorn there. He won't rest.
Yeah, I believe you're right. I have an idea. And I think this would actually be better in the long run anyway. You said that the woods, is there like, would you say that there is an open area that has some trees kind of going on, or?
You want to go back to like the Barovia map and look around?
It doesn't matter. What I'm thinking of, it doesn't have to be like this big, huge thing, I don't suppose. It's just if I have the supplies with, where the hell's this map at?
Far right, middle of the map.
Oh, I got you.
Middle bottom-ish.
There it is. Yeah, so I don't want to like go out of town or anything, but I'm thinking of Pyre is the better way to go. So is there like an open field where I could get the supplies for this, or is that?
Yeah, so the nearest amount of like you would need a few trees to do this. The nearest spot you could do it would kind of be to the north, about half a mile outside of town, just actually past the church. Also, I feel like as you look to see, you're looking at your surroundings and trying to see, you notice a couple of things that I will share with you here on this big map. You notice that I want to make this green to represent the ghosts, who are ghostly green. These ghosts appear to be traveling along this road this way, off into the woods.
Okay, I'm not seeing it. Okay, there it is.
Okay, they travel off into the woods. And then you actually can see, and you don't know exactly how the road connects up or anything like that, But you can see, let's see, this hill kind of overlooking the town of Barovia. And you can see this castle looming over the town. It is a massive edifice, countless spires and heavy walls overlooking this small town. And you know the nearest woods are about a half a mile kind of north. Well, I guess you're actually on the other side of town now. It's probably about a third of a mile to the north from where you are. And then there would be plenty of room there to build your pyre. Here, under the watchful eye of the castle above.
Yeah, I mean, so I would share. I feel like a pyre would be more fitting. I don't want to put him in the ground here. Not here.
Okay. Is that the plan?
Yeah, I mean, I just share my thoughts or whatever.
Okay. So you move north outside of town about a third of a mile and make your way to the tree line. The mists draw close around you as always. You enter the edge of the woods and begin to collect what you need for your pyre. All the while, these ghosts trudge and walk along the road. And as you cut down, eventually you see on the hills above, through the trees, one way or another, these ghosts. You can just tell by the glow of it, they march into the front gate of that castle up there. You don't really know how or why. But you chop your trees, you build your pyre, and you lay Thorin atop it. Everything is ready. What do you do?
Before, I would say that Ash is probably walking around the pyre and kind of lost in thought, thinking about all the misadventures they had growing up, and all that. And as they're kind of walking around, Ash says, I talked him into it.
Oh,
At a really young age, I became pretty obsessed with finding stuff that was supernatural and finding out how it works, and obsessed with the idea that I could protect people from being terrorized by anything like that. And I sold one plan to Thorin, and I talked him into it. And we could be ghost hunters. We can help people. We were at that tavern that night because I was following a lead. I thought that we could be our first big job. And this kind of fell into our lap. We received the letter that whoever this lord or lady or whoever it was that needed help. And we walked right into it. And now he's gone. And I don't know why we're here. I don't know what brought us here. But I do know that I will find whoever has done this to this place for Thorin. And I would say Ash probably lots the pyre right about that time.
Yeah, the pyre catches. It sputters. Everything here is damp from the mist. But it burns well enough. Well enough for the Fireforge.
did you see that the ghost went into that castle?
Yeah, I did see that.
I don't know any of the whys either, Ash. And I don't know how this fits into the requirements I'm trying to resolve for myself. I have 3 things I need to do, and this doesn't seem to fit into any of them. But I can't let go of you now, Ash, or you either. Whoops, I almost said little guy, Onyx. So I think unless you find a way to get rid of me, well, I'm in it with Yash. This is bad, not good.
I'll be here. Thorin saved me a few times, so
We couldn't have made it out without everybody's help. And I know that we've not known each other long, but I'm glad that you're here with me now.
Wanders actually starts to chuckle a little bit. He says, back in my village, when you're maybe going to grow up to be the shaman, you live separately from everyone. You don't intermingle. You don't know your siblings. You don't even know if you have siblings, because if you get close and then you become the shaman, they think you can't do a fair job. So I never knew my siblings. I never had friends. I was never glad or sad or afraid. I have felt more emotions in the last 2 days with you people than I ever imagined existed. It feels very uncomfortable. And I'm awfully glad that I'm not alone anymore. I'm glad. And we're going to do a good thing here in the midst of this bad. And from what you've said, Thorin did a good thing. So we're going to do another good thing, and we're going to try to free this place so that nice little lady can sell her pies on Main Street, and she can sell them to make money, and not just because she has to make people smile.
Once Wondrous is done talking, I would say that Ash walks around to, I'm assuming they're both standing together. But walks right up in front of both of them and says, "You say you didn't have friends, Wondrous. Well, I would say you damn well earned one now," and kind of hold out their hand.
And Wondrous is going to look at it. And he's going to look down at Onyx to see what Onyx does.
and I'll hold out my opposite hand.
Then Onyx, then Wanderous is going to hold his both out. So he's got a hand held out to Ash and a hand held out to Onyx, and he's just standing there like a big dummy.
I would say with that, Ash actually does give a small chuckle. We gotta say we figure out what's going on at this church.
Okay.
Say let's do it.
I know that Granny Patsy said that the priest or whoever it is had some issues, and obviously the dead are, walking up to that castle. Maybe he'll know something.
Okay. Are you going to do that in the middle of the night without taking a long rest?
Oh, I mean, we could totally camp out. I don't trust walking into any of these houses currently. That's just me.
Fair.
Fair enough.
Well, Wanderers is just a tad. Wanderers would like to sleep and have the long rest. He's just really curious what's going to happen if and when semi-dawn breaks with these hundreds and hundreds of bodies. So he probably would want to rest somewhere where he could keep an eye on the graveyard.
Okay.
If you guys want to, we could set up camp near this pyre, and we would have a clear look at the castle and, kind of the town and stuff.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Onyx, you got that little tent?
I do. I'll pull it. Alex will pull his tent out and get it all set up.
Okay. Yeah, you pull your tent out, Onyx, and get it set up. The return of Tent Summer. You pull out the tent and set it up. And prepare your camp. How do you guys handle watches and everything?
I would say that Ash volunteers for the first watch, and just kind of looks at him and is like, I want to stay with him just a little while longer.
Onyx, you need some real rest. So you climb in that tent. I'd like to take second watch because I want to see what happens if we're lucky enough to have any kind of daybreak.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'll take the last.
All right, Ozzy.
Yes.
I'm going to throw a little bit of a curveball at you here, friend.
Okay.
Well, you killed him. That wasn't a curveball enough.
Yeah, I mean, honestly,
Listen.
Tonight's been one giant curveball, and
Yep.
thank God I just had my dog because I needed that. Oh my God. Dog kisses make everything better.
Speaking of dogs.
Oh no.
Who's taking last watch tonight?
That'd be me.
Oh, Onyx, excuse me.
Onyx. Okay. Great. Well, let me get this ready here. Bloop. And I need bloop and bloop. There's your level 3 friends. Go ahead and give yourselves the benefits of a long rest, if you don't mind. Did I get the right ones?
Yeah, quick question on that. Do we need to re-level up the current character sheet?
No, I'll just
or
delete
can we
the
swap?
old ones. I'll just,
Okay,
because you should have all the same items and stuff.
Well, then on the current character sheet, it should all be good, right? Because they technically haven't been any stuff.
Yeah, it should all be. Are you talking about the level 3? I'm confused. What do you mean the current?
Yeah, so you're saying give yourself the benefit of all the long rest. The extra sheet should be fine, right?
Right.
Okay,
It already did give us all the benefit of the long rest.
Yeah,
Yes.
right.
Yeah, that's where I was
I
getting.
get you. Yes. Yeah, 100%. Okay, hang on, guys. We're wheeling here. We're doing some things, guys.
I did have to go in though and add I got level 2 spells.
Yeah, you probably will have to do some stuff.
I had to pick what spells I wanted.
That's not. Come on. I need some trees. Oh no, you know what I can do? Hang on. I can do this. Stand by, everyone. We're gonna be doing some shit today. Actually, tell you what, I'm going to pull some bullshit while I get it ready because things have gone a slightly different direction than I anticipated in some certain manners, and I would like to handle a particular thing that I'm trying to handle tonight. So while we do that, let's have everybody take a break. We probably all need it. Go get hydrated, get yourself some tissues, and I'm going to throw to break real quick for 5 minutes, 7 minutes. Let's try and come back at about 10:20, and then we'll wrap this thing up as quickly as we can and hopefully accomplish what I need to do. Meanwhile, I got to throw a map together. So we'll be back here in just a minute, guys. Okay, hello. Thank you for waiting, everybody. We are back. Sorry for having to take a quick break there. Okay, so, guys, also, I don't know. Hang on. I think I might have your tokens a little jacked up. Yeah, I think I do. Hang on. I can fix this. I'm a smart person. We can make these attached to the copies of you guys, and then I'll fix all this stuff later. If this jacks up you guys' HP, please don't let it do that. Just fix it back to what it was. Okay? So.
No.
What do you mean?
I mean, you give me extra XP.
No. If it would give you less. It's not. That's not on the table. It'll give you less, which is what you don't want, right? Okay, and then yeah. So just change your tokens. Give yourself however much HP you're supposed to have. Or I guess I can help you do that.
No, I'm good.
I had a random thought, and
you should have more than 16. Am I giving you guys max HP? No, I had you roll. God damn it! I don't know how much HP you're supposed to have. I'm sorry.
Well, I have 26
I mean, I should
now.
be good.
Okay.
Oh,
I did
so
have 16.
originally I had. Yeah, my level 3 character doesn't. I had 16 at level 2. Looks like.
Yeah, you did. So I don't know what you rolled, Ash.
I don't remember either.
Okay.
I just roll it again or whatever.
Yeah, you
if
could.
want.
That's fine if you just want to roll it.
We
again.
can take care of this after if you'd like.
Well, you're about to
obviously.
get into combat, so we need to know.
Oh well, son of a fuck. Well, never mind. Now we're just gonna roll. What's my friggin' hit dice?
The D8.
D8. Okay. We're gonna make this happen right now. Before we get into this combat, I did want to mention too, and I really hate to keep bringing the motions back, except for I really don't. But I want to say that Ash kept Thorin's holy symbol. I meant to say that.
Of course.
Okay.
Yeah, understood.
Hey, there we
that's
go.
probably better than what you had before.
Probably. I'm gonna change it on the copy since we're gonna be swapping it.
Yeah,
now.
we'll be swapping that out. So, and then what is 16 plus 7? What's that end up being?
23.
Thank you.
I think.
Beautiful. Thank you.
Oh, I was about to change it. Thank you.
Okay.
Yay, combat. That's just what we need.
Yeah, just because of course. Hang on, guys.
No, 23 feels a lot better than 16. That's for sure.
It does. Sorry, guys. We kind of, like I said, things took a slightly different way than I anticipated, which is all good. You got to think on your feet as a GM. Okay. We are going to start with Cass. You are running through the woods.
Like full sprinting.
Sprinting through the woods. In the distance, you hear it. The wolves are hot on your heels. But you think you've done it, Cass. You think you've finally found a way in. It's what you've been searching for. All this
Heard a
time.
wolf on that track there, and that scared the shit out of me. Sorry.
Yeah, I did hear that a little bit. Cass,
Okay.
you're sprinting through the woods. You can tell they're gaining on you. You see, team, do you guys have a campfire set, or are you sleeping in the dark here? Got a
Campfire.
Yeah, and then also we didn't set up camp too far from the pyre as well. I'm not sure how long that burns. Obviously,
Yeah, that's true. Yep. Well, I'm going to just put a fire pit here. Bloop. We'll put it in the middle. This thing gives off some light. I was going to say it probably gives off like 60 feet of light in both directions. Okay. And this actually, for the moment, it has dynamic lighting and does not have daylight mode. Bloop. What can you guys see? Nothing. Okay. Why is this not?
on my screen, I can see it starts to get dark about where that new token is at.
It's because I forgot to give that new token dark vision. Or any vision of any kind, really.
Oh.
Now, okay, now you can see. I also, real quick, hang on. what's a good? Maybe this. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Nice.
The woods at night. I also, while I'm at it, guys, we're just going ham on this. We just are. The light color is orange. Bloop. Looks a little funky, but that's all right. So, yeah, you guys can see, so Cass, you are sprinting through the woods. You can hear gaining on you these wolves, and you see in the distance a fire. What do you do?
So if I'm heading west.
Yes, you are coming from kind of the northeast.
Okay.
And you are heading west.
And then, so the wolves are following like behind me?
The wolves are following behind you. They're chasing you through the mists. You have entered this world from the place that you know you were before. And you have found a place against all odds that seemed to come close, seemed to cross into the place you wanted to go. You have taken that path and found yourself being chased through these woods by these wolves this night.
Okay. I'm probably I'm generally going to follow, this trail to like the, this like the southeast.
Yeah. Okay. Cass, do me a favor. Roll a D8.
Okay. Oof.
2. Okay. They are about 2 rounds behind you.
Okay.
So they're close and getting closer. And you have a few scant seconds before they reach you. And I'm going to go ahead and just add you to initiative real quick. So assume that this is like combat now. And they'll get there when they get here. But you have like 2 rounds of combat to act and get as far as you can and do whatever it is you would like to do before your pursuers arrive. Now, in the meantime, who is on watch? Again, we established Onyx.
If it's last watch that this is happening, yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
last watch is me.
Onyx, you hear distant howling of wolves getting closer and closer. So I'm going to put Onyx into... so Onyx and Cass, go ahead and roll initiative for me.
Oh, God.
Okay.
My initiative is -2. Oh, no. Okay, that's not as... okay, real talk, though. What happens if I roll a 1 and get negative initiative?
Then I would just subtract that number from 20 and you would go the next round, I guess. I don't know.
Oh, nice. Okay.
I don't really know what the rule is for that, so I just figured out. I gotta
Oh,
make these
God.
things whisper. Sometimes I want to lie. Although chat will tell you I haven't done that at all today. But sometimes I want to. I want to be an option. To be a liar, Can't do that if you can see the rolls. Okay. What do we got? We've got a 9 and a 12. So Onyx, you have a 12. Bloop. Cass, you have a 9. Okay. Yeah, so the wolves are rapidly approaching. Onyx, you hear them approaching, and I guess I'll have you make a perception check for me.
Okay, let's see. Perception.
Because you for sure hear the wolves, but I'm wondering if you do not. So you hear the distant howling of wolves. Onyx, what would you like to do?
Mhm. I'll go ahead and just wake up Ash, I think, first. Well, actually, probably Wanderers first.
Okay.
Since he was carrying me. So I'm going to wake up Wanderers first, and then I'll go wake up Ash and let them know that I hear wolves.
Okay. Yeah, so I'm going to say it takes an action to wake a character because that is how many of the spell mechanics work. So you choose to wake Wandress this turn. Wandress, please roll initiative.
I would like for a thing to happen before I get woken up as well.
Okay, sure. We can talk about it here in just a second. Okay,
Yeah,
that's an 8.
Oh, I
For
forgot to
Wanderers.
click
That's fine,
myself.
I
I'm
gotcha.
sorry.
You are fine. Okay. What would you like to happen, Ash?
If I've slept, then I would like to assume a different form when I wake up.
Yes, go ahead and roll that.
Do we want to roll it, or is it a decision I can just make? Are you cool with that?
Yeah, if you haven't done it yet, so I think we can make that decision.
Yeah,
Sure.
I mean, so like my thing too is like obviously roll for randomness, but like
Yeah, I
know.
think it's been 8 sessions or whatever, 6 sessions, and it hasn't happened yet. So yeah, if you want to make sure it happens, let's make it happen.
okay. See if
I'm
I can figure
totally
out how
down.
to choose side. There we go.
Beautiful.
Okay.
Okay, so Onyx, you wake up Wanderess. Wanderess, you are awakened. You will not get to act this round. Cass, it is your turn. You are being chased.
Okay. Well, like I said, I'm gonna try to follow this trail just because I know, I can probably run faster. Do I see the the brightness from the fire or anything like that?
Yes, you can see the light of the fire for sure. As you sprint through the forest.
Okay. So
God, this track needs to have a little better like dynamic balancing. Anyway, sorry guys.
So yeah, I think what I'm gonna do is, run down here and then hit this clearing between the two trees. Like
Okay.
once I get to that point, can I take dash as a bonus action?
I don't think as a paladin you can, unless you have some
Yeah.
class feature I don't know about that would allow you to do that. There
Okay,
might
yeah, I
be
didn't
spells
think
you
so.
theoretically could cast, but I don't know if you get
No,
spells at
yeah.
level. Like if you had like freedom of movement, or if you had
Yeah, I've got
long
spells.
strider or stuff like
I don't
that, that
have
might allow
any
you to
of-
do something like
Yeah,
that. But
I don't have that though.
yeah, so you can get 25 feet here, right? And then like you're trying to go like 50 feet like that.
Yeah, like eventually.
Okay.
If you haven't used an action, you could use it to dash, right?
Yeah, I mean, so your full movement that you could move if you take an action is 50 feet to dash, or you can move 25 feet and still take another action if you have something else you want to do with it, or prep.
No, yeah,
a
I wasn't wanting to
attack.
take another. I wasn't wanting to take another action.
Okay, yeah, then you can dash 50 feet total.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. So,
Yeah, so you go sprinting through the woods at night, attempting to stay ahead of these creatures who are gaining on you every moment.
You also have chat inspiration, Cass. Feels weird saying Cass. I feel like I'm talking to Cassie, but
right. Oh, thank you. By the way,
Very good.
God. Okay,
Okay.
so.
Yeah, so the closest
so-
you can get is like
So like around
right
here.
here, yeah. Okay, so Onyx and Wanderess, as these wolves are approaching, you see someone burst out of the trees headed towards your camp. Cass, if you would please describe your character.
Okay, so I'm a dwarf paladin wearing a chainmail armor, armed with a long sword and a shield. I've been frantically running through these woods, so I'm definitely like out of breath. 'Cause I've been trying to get away from these wolves.
Yeah, do I have a...
is this a beardless dwarf?
Indeed it is.
Yes.
Okay, I'm just gonna pop the portrait in here and make it big so you guys can see it. Okay, is that working?
It is.
Yes. Okay, great. So yeah, you see rushing out of the woods in chainmail and armor with a shield, a beardless dwarf. Cass, so you've used your movement and action. Do you like say anything? You stumble into this camp and you see the most beautiful tent you ever laid eyes on. And a tiny gnomish man who is shaking awake this gargantuan figure of Wanderess, who you don't know his name yet, but Wanderess's figure. And you see another sleeping figure sort of curled up near the fire.
Hey, anybody wanting to? Anybody using that tent? No, I'm not saying that.
Okay.
like realistically though, like she would be like, like out of breath, like I need help. I'm being chased by wolves.
Okay.
Just
And
out
then
of breath.
I'll go ahead and say, okay, yeah, I'll get them awake.
Okay. Wanderess, you are just waking up and won't get to act this round of combat, which brings us to...
But I do hear the wolves, correct?
You do hear the wolves, and you're awake to hear the conversation between Cass and Onyx. And here they come. There's my... How fast are these things? 50 feet of movement with an action. Let's see where they can get.
Oh my god.
That's some big old wolves, dude.
Hey,
The
some
dire
big old
wolves.
wolves. Ooh. Okay, they barely can't make it.
Christ.
That's probably not the best way for him to go. He probably would go like this. Okay, those are 50 feet. And some of these guys would probably dash. Okay, so that's 50 feet of movement. Yeah, so Cass stumbles into the camp, and then these wolves use dash actions to get into camp and begin to threaten all of you. So Cass is practically surrounded. These wolves are in melee. I think probably they can get to like here. So they're in melee. Some of them are in melee with Cass. Some of them are now in melee with Cass and Ash and Wanderess. So these wolves just like storm into the camp as fast as they can, but they no longer have enough action to attack. Onyx, you're up. I will say real quick, Ash, make a perception check, because I think that would be something that might wake you up. Someone running into the camp and yelling, and then 3 wolves rushing in. You might be able to wake up without Onyx having to wake you up. So
Sleep pretty tight.
I mean, you were exhausted. You've had a long day.
Yeah, I got you.
It's the worst day of your entire life. What did we get? Oh,
Nice.
there it is. You know, Ash, you weren't sleeping that well anyway.
Yeah,
For
that makes
obvious reasons, I think. And so, as soon as Cass sort of rolls into the camp and bursts into the camp yelling at you, you sort of snap awake and go ahead and roll me initiative. Why do these keep saying copies of? I don't
Make sure I'm clicked in here.
want those to say that.
Where you at? There you are, baby.
Okay. Ooh, okay. I will say that nat 20 does it. You're going to be able to act in the first round, in this round of combat. I'll give you that for that nat 20. That makes sense to me. Onyx. Okay, you see Ash startle to wakefulness and immediately begin to go for her weapons. Also, Ash looks a little different today. But there's no time to really process that because wolves have burst into your camp. Ash, what do you do?
Yeah. Oh boy. So I think I'm gonna. Let's see. No, I can't do that. That'd be reckless. I'm gonna go ahead and cast catapult.
Oh yes, I love this spell. All right, hit me, baby.
So-
What you got?
Let's see. Submit. Oh no, I need to roll for attack first. I think.
No, I think it's a dexterity save. Yeah.
Dex. Yeah. Oh yeah, it's dex
Okay.
save. So on a failed save,
Okay.
the target stops moving.
Okay.
And then I think it's
Woo-wee. Yeah, 11 is not going to do it. That is a failure. As
Okay.
this wolf sort of. So which one are you throwing it at to begin with?
I'll go ahead and do it to the one next to Ash. I think.
Okay. Beautiful.
Since I'll be since she's still getting her stuff together. So
Okay. Very good. Okay, I don't know why it keeps doing that. This is annoying. I'll fix it later. Okay, yeah, all right, so that's 13 points of bludgeoning damage. Is there anything else from the spell description I need to know? I guess probably not. I'll just read it.
See, they just stop moving.
Okay, so what object do you chuck at them?
I'm gonna go ahead and just say, so are there evergreens here, or
Yeah, I think the woods in Barovia probably have a lot of. Well, yeah, I think there's a mixture. Some of them are pine trees, but the deciduous trees that are here are almost always leafless and like dying and dead. And I think
Gotcha.
there would be.
okay. Okay, so I'll just go ahead and I'll just take some of the wood logs that were kind of like decaying
Okay.
and stuff as they were lit, and then I'll just use those to
Yeah.
hold it
Okay.
up.
Yeah. So one of the extra pieces of firewood
Mhm.
that you didn't have on the fire, but had it to like keep for later to keep the fire going, you launch at this wolf and like, and just bash it straight in its giant wolf head. And these things are massive, by the way. These things are enormous, enormous wolves. Okay. Any movement from Onyx?
I think I'm gonna go ahead and step back just a little bit, just so that way I don't die.
Okay. Sure.
I'll go here. Yeah,
Okay. Great.
that'll be my turn.
First turn from Onyx. Ash, you wake up. What do you do? You are currently prone, so you'll have to get up from prone. And Wondrous, you are prone as well.
Okay, I was just looking up a couple of these things that I hadn't seen before. Sorry, on my character sheet. I was just double checking. All right. So, do I have to use my action to stand up? Is that what we're looking at?
It is not your action. It is half of your standard movement. Although with your
okay.
bonuses and stuff,
Yeah.
you can go
Yeah, that's perfectly fine.
anywhere you want.
Well, this
basically.
wolf is basically right on top of Ash, so they are going to take an attack, and then we'll see about disengaging in a little bit here.
Okay.
Maybe. See what happens. All right, so pull the short sword out here. I forgot
Okay.
I had that silver one. We're just gonna pull out the normal one though. There we go.
All right, what do we got? 20 to hit is going to hit, and you are attacking that direwolf, which is in melee with Cass,
Yeah.
so you do get sneak attack.
Excellent.
Okay,
Ooh, yeah.
12 points of damage. Nice. So describe your attack.
So after kind of scrambling from the fetal position that they were sleeping in, I would say Ash kind of rolls over onto all fours and pushes himself up, and kind of from the ground pulls their short sword up and comes up and takes a slash at the snout of the wolf.
Yeah, excellent. And the wolf, which was whirling in to kind of flank Cass to begin with, you sort of are able to use that momentary distraction as it goes for the dwarf to catch it unawares on the side of the snout and deal extra damage. Any movement from Ash?
Gosh, let me see where I can go here for starters. I'd almost feel bad moving back and leaving, which they are kind of focused in on this newcomer, right?
Yes, it seems. Although they're wolves, so they're not thinking tactically. Super great.
Okay, fair enough. You know what? Let's disengage and just take about 10 feet of movement back. And we'll go right here to this other side of the tent. Because, I mean, and it also makes sense to me because, like, super surprised when they wake up and, like, just take a stab and then kind of jump back,
Yeah, okay. Okay, so you're disengaging and just moving to the other side of the tent.
Yeah.
Okay, excellent. Yeah, I'm with it. All right, that is Ash's turn. Cass, you're up.
Okay, so I'm going to start out by... So it takes one bonus action to cast, so I would still be able to cast this and then attack, right? Because
Sure.
it's-
What spell are you looking at?
Thunderous Smite for my
Yes.
sword.
You sure can, yep. So yeah, you cast Thunderous Smite and you imbue your sword with this magic, and then it will go off the next time you make a successful attack. So what you're going to want to do is
I
make
didn't mean to do that, yeah.
Yeah, you're good. Make a weapon attack.
Yeah.
Okay, let's take a look. 15 hits.
Nice. All right, so then I roll.
So yeah, you'll roll damage for your longsword normally, and then... Okay. And which one are you hitting? The one that Ash had attacked or one of the other ones?
The one that's closest to me right here.
Okay, beautiful. Okay, and what does Thunder Smite do?
It's an additional
Extra
2d6.
Stunt damage, and it needs to be pushed away and knocked prone. Beautiful. Okay, cool.
If it falls on a
Yeah, so
row.
it takes 5 damage off the top, and then it's got to make a Constitution save? Strength save. Constitution?
Strength. It
Strength.
says.
Yep,
Beautiful.
strength.
Okay.
It's DC 13.
Thank you very much. Ooh, that's a nat 20.
Ouch.
Yeah. So you slam. It still takes half damage, or
No, it takes full damage. It's just
not move.
Doesn't get pushed back, right?
Yeah, so
So that's an extra 9 damage. I'll allow that. That's fine. Okay, yeah. So you, what exactly does it look like as you imbue your, is it longsword with this
it's a
thunderous
longsword.
power? Yeah.
glowing yellow. You kind of
Yeah.
see like some like I guess lightning.
Yeah. All right. Fair enough. Yeah, we're going like full Thor here, and so you sort of like charge your weapon and slam it into the body of this wolf, and there's this thunderous boom, which rings out for hundreds of feet in any direction. You hear startled birds just flying out of the trees, and unfortunately, though, the wolf, though it is hurt badly by the concussion of this, sort of digs its paws into the earth and moves back just a bit, but is still right there growling and snarling at you. Cass, any movement?
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna try to get out of there. So let's see.
Okay.
Definitely try to. Yeah, I'm gonna pull back here to kind of the backside of this log just to get out of the middle of all three of them.
Yeah, so the first one is going to take a bite attack against you with pack tactics because the wolves are within 5 feet of you. It has advantage on this attack. But in that one, I don't think hits your armor class. So
No.
next, as you move out of the range of the southern one first, I think probably, it's going to do the same thing. And it does still have advantage. I've got a 19 to hit.
It hits.
Okay, I've got 13 points of piercing damage.
Oof.
And Cass, I need a strength saving throw. So at this point, we'll move you back. You are right here.
Okay.
22 will make it. You are not knocked prone. So this thing bites and grabs at your leg and shakes its head, trying to throw you to the ground. However, you are able to rip your calf free from its jaw, kind of blood spilling through your chainmail and your plated boot. And you carry on. The final one gets to make an attack, but does not have advantage because you're no longer in melee when you leave with another one of the wolves, when you leave its threat range. And so this one is a 20 to hit. So it's for 10 more points of piercing damage. And I need another strength saving throw.
I'm gonna die already. I just got here.
Yeah, I know. If I kill you twice in this episode, I'm going to quit DMing.
Oh,
no.
God.
Okay. So
Oh.
you are knocked prone here, but let's take a look. You might still be able to, no, I think that ends your movement. So you aren't able to fully get out of the way of the last wolf, Cass, but you do get away from the other two. We're going to give you that for prone. Okay. Any last things from Cass?
Say a prayer.
Okay. Fair enough. To whom or what does Cass pray?
Hold on, I'll have to look at my bio.
And while you're looking it up, Wandrous, you're on deck.
Torm.
Torm, yeah. Is that God of Storms? Right.
No, Torm is the god of
That's got a, like,
courage and self-sacrifice.
right. Gotcha. Okay,
Well,
yeah.
I'm trying to figure out if he didn't get out of range of the third one, why the third one got the attack of opportunity.
Well, he was leaving its range, and it made the attack of opportunity as he left its range, which knocked him prone. And then he didn't have any more movement to keep moving. So, I mean, I guess you could technically say maybe he's there, but,
It doesn't matter.
6 of one, half a dozen of the other.
Well, Wanderous was in the midst of waking up, hearing the voice, hearing the sounds of the wolves, which he hates and despises above all things.
Right.
But also, into addition to that, then the noise of that thunder smite thing in
Yeah.
his fluffy ears, just his head is ringing. So what he would do, just in the midst of panic, go for what he knows best. He reaches in his pocket where he always keeps either some mistletoe or a 4-leaf clover, whatever. He gets it out and he casts Shillelagh on his quarterstaff as he's coming up. It's instinctive with him. That's the first thing he does. And he is in the process of getting up. And with that, he uses the whole force with his quarterstaff to come up under that wolf that is over top of him, and he's aiming for the under part of the wolf's throat.
Okay, so you're shillelaghing the wolf.
Coming up, yes.
Okay, yeah, go ahead and make your attack.
In the process of, so the full force of this tall
but for the purpose, you're coming to your feet, correct? As you make this attack. Okay, so you will not have disadvantage. We'll mechanically say this attack happens as you reach your feet. So, and you're therefore aren't prone. So yeah, go ahead and make your attack roll.
Okay, so I'm doing that with the quarterstaff, but see now but I cast shillelagh, so I hit shillelagh.
So you hit shillelagh instead of quarterstaff.
Okay, there we go. What happened?
The 10 does not hit. If you want to burn inspiration, you can.
Well, let's see. Oh, I don't think I have any inspiration.
Okay.
Let me check and see. No, I do. Okay, I have DM inspiration. Sure, I'll try again.
Fair enough.
I got to find it again.
21 hits. Yep.
Okay, so then I do shillelagh damage. There you go. 7 on that one.
Okay. All right. That was Wondrous. That brings us to the dire wolves. Okay, first things first. Wondrous, the one that attacked you, or one that you just attacked, is going to turn around and attack back. It does not have pack tactics because you're not in melee with any of its friends. That's a 20 to hit.
Hits.
Okay, that is 10 points of piercing damage, and Wondrous, I need a strength saving throw. Oof. So Wondrous, you get up and you are knocked back down.
I get knocked down. I get up again.
Well, you can just leave that little thing on me then.
Yep. Okay, this one that was in melee with Cass moves back up to attack to follow up on having knocked you prone. Has advantage on this attack. Cass, that's a 20 to hit.
It hits.
For 12 points of piercing damage.
Oh my god, I'm gonna die. Again.
Such a dickhead. You have lay on hands, you can just sort of eat yourself. Okay, and this last one is going to have to come around. And I am going to give it... No, I think it's smart enough to go for Wondrous, because the wolf would attack the downed creature before anything else. So, Wondrous coming at you. With advantage, I've got an 18 to hit.
Hits.
12 points of piercing damage.
Don't worry, Chaos, I'm going to get there before you do.
Okay, Onyx, back to you, friend.
Oh god. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and position myself here.
Okay.
And I'm gonna go ahead and cast. I don't know how to say this. I'm just gonna put it in chat.
Agnazer's Scorcher. Okay.
Yep.
30 feet long and 5 feet wide. Do I have... Let's look at my spell templates. I don't think I've got this on there yet.
And it's a dex save.
Okay, understood. A line 30 feet long and 5 feet wide. I do have lines of fire, I would think. Somewhere. Yes. We'll use wall of fire and we'll just change the size and shape of it. Okay, so... first off, let me put it in my spell templates because that's going to be a thing now. We're going to turn it that way. Yeet. Doop. We're going to call it Agnazer's Scorcher, and it is controlled by our D and abiding friend Omega. And we're going to copy it. We're going to paste it onto the battle map. Bloop. Okay, so I assume you are trying to...
I'm basically trying to angle it to hit those two dire wolves.
Let's see if you put it that way.
Yeah.
Okay, so your option... Okay, so how you would have to do this if you want to do that is to send it... Whoop, come here.
I'm sorry.
Send it like this way and shoot it from here. And then you can finish moving down. Okay, so I need to make 2 dex saves.
Yep.
What's your spell save DC, my friend?
15.
15, all right. Wolf number 1 on the left is a 6. Wolf number 2 on the right is an 11. That is neither one going to make it.
Okay, so 10 fire damage
Okay.
to both of them.
Yeah, all right. Okay, Ash, you are up. So first of all, Onyx, what does it look like as you cast Agnazer's Scorcher?
Yeah, so this is a spell that I came to realize was written in my spell book after I was knocked out. But basically, it's like it's similar to like Firebolt with the Flaming Tree. It's just going to be basically like a redwood size. Like, it's just going to be like that.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, so you launch this redwood flaming tree, and it like falls over onto these wolves practically, and it's literally like a redwood made out of fire itself. And you can see that the wolves shriek and howl in pain as their fur is burned, and you smell this sort of like burning hair smell, and then it vanishes after just a moment. I believe it's like an instantaneous. Yeah. Okay. But yeah, you can see that the wolves are shocked and frightened. They did not like that. That was a very bad time for them. Ash, you're up. Oh, last thing. Any other movement or anything from Onyx?
No, I think I'm just gonna go ahead and stay there.
Okay.
So.
Very cool. Okay, Ash, you're up.
Okay. So I'm thinking that we'll just take a short bow shot at one of these guys. What I want to do though is use my bonus action to use steady aim.
Okay.
And as a bonus action, you give yourself advantage on your next attack roll.
Yeah.
On the current turn, you can use this as bonus action only if you haven't moved. So I just won't be able to move.
Right.
After I use this, but it'll
Very
give
good.
me. Okay. This one, clear that up. And we're gonna attack one of these wolves near Wondrous and Onyx. I feel like that would be my instinct after what we've been through. Just because I have to justify my actions, of course.
18 hits. Which one are you going? The closest one or the further one away?
This one here in between Onyx and Wondrous.
Okay, understood. Go ahead and roll that damage. You will get sneak attack from having advantage. 10 points. Whew. That is a mighty blow. That wolf is now extremely badly injured. And it's sort of like limping along. Your arrow sinks deep into the hide and it sort of and growls at you. I'm not good with sound effects, guys. Okay, I'm doing my best. Anything else? You can't move. That was action, bonus action. That's it.
That's it.
That's it from you. Cass, you're up. Cass, Habo.
Oh, my bad.
No, you're
I'm
fine.
not
Cass,
used to
you're
that
up.
name yet.
Okay,
You gotta learn his own name.
You
So
gonna
for
learn today.
starters, okay, so this one's obviously in
This
melee
Cass
range,
is-
right?
Absolutely, 100%.
All right. So for starters, I want to use Lay on Hands, and I'm just going to use it all to bring me back up to 18 health
Okay. Beautiful.
because I need that.
Okay,
And
so
then-
that is your action, I think, to lay on hands.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna attack with my long sword again.
I don't think you can do both.
Oh god.
Because I think
actually,
lay on
that's-
hands is an action, so you have to kind of pick one. If I'm not mistaken, let me double check.
Okay.
Lay on hands. As an action, you touch a creature, yes. So,
Okay. Then I guess I'm gonna do movement.
okay.
Watch that attack of opportunity, big dog.
Also, Ash, did you step into Onyx's tent or
No,
just beside it?
I very purposely skirted around it.
Okay, so Ash,
Like,
you were like
seen it in the heat
straddling
of
the
the moment,
corner.
like-
You were straddling the corner of Onyx's tent very precariously.
Yeah.
I will
You
see
seemed
better.
the opportunity. And I was like, I better not run in that.
Okay, so yeah, this thing is going to take another attack of opportunity. I assume you're getting up from prone cast, yes?
Yeah.
Crawls, man.
Beautiful. Oop, okay. This thing's going to make that attack. It does not have advantage on this attack. What are we rolling? I don't think a 9's going to hit your armor class, is it?
That's definitely thank God.
Yeah, so you are like kicking as it's biting at your feet, and you sort of nail it in the face, pump healing power into yourself. You sort of charge up your the holiness and power of your oath to the ancients, and sort of heal your wounds before scrambling up and rushing away. And you dodge that final attack. Anything else from Cass?
No.
Okay. Wondrous. You are prone. There are 2 wolves, one of which is very badly damaged. The 2 of them have been lit on fire. There is one to the north of you, just across the campfire. What would you like to do?
Well, I've been looking at my options.
Indeed.
And I think actually that realizing what dire situation I'm in, I am going to use my action to magically assume the shape of a beast that I have seen before.
Ooh.
And I am going to... okay, that's my action.
Yes,
right?
What is the beast?
Okay, I'm going to become a mastiff.
Okay. So... Bloop. Bloop. Okay.
Now, that's my action.
Pop you over there. Okay, so with your action, you become a mastiff. I don't know what Mastiff Wanderers can even do.
And I'm gonna get well, I can't do anything now. I just became that was my action, right?
Right.
But don't I get some additional health points? I get the health points.
Yes. Yep. So you have 5 hit points as a Mastiff. And when those run out, you will turn back into Wondrous, and then any remaining damage you took will carry over to Wondrous himself.
Okay. And I can't disengage because that's an action.
Right.
And I can't cast spells now, but is this thing that I have that's a Furbolg trait of Hidden Step? Well, it says magically turn invisible, so I can't do Hidden Step.
No, I think you can. It doesn't say that it's a spell. And let me look at... I guess the question is a wild shape question. So let me look at your wild shape ability.
Okay, that's what I was trying to figure out, is if I can actually turn into a mastiff.
Okay. Your game statistics are replaced by the statistics of the beast. You retain alignment, personality, and intelligence, wisdom, and charisma. You retain all of your skills and saving throw proficiencies in addition to gaining those of the creature. If the creature is the same proficiency as you, and the bonus in its stat block is higher than yours, use the proficient creature's bonus instead of yours. If the creature has any legendary or lair actions, you can't use them when you transform. There's so much to this. Assume the beast's hit points and hit dice. You revert to your normal form. Hit points had before you transform. If you revert the result of dropping, blah, 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 you take the extra damage. You can't cast spells. Your ability to speak or take any action that requires hands is limited in your beast form. Okay, so let's look at Hidden Step. You can magically turn invisible. It does not list that it takes any speech or hands, so I'm going to rule that you can turn invisible while wild shape. If anyone disagrees with me, I'm the DM.
Oh my.
Don't you come for me, Jeremy Crawford. I don't give a fuck. This is my table.
Okay, so then I turn invisible.
Okay.
Hoping that it helps.
Yeah, you turn invisible. Okay, what's a good invisible thing? I don't know what's good for invisible. We're just going to make you boom. There we go. Invisible. Okay, so you turn invisible. That will give disadvantage on anyone attacking you. And you can't really move without taking attacks of opportunity. But you could try to take some attacks of opportunity if you thought you would miss. It's up to you. Or we can skip on to their turn.
Oh, so you're saying now I couldn't move away because I'm invisible, and maybe
you are.
they won't...
And actually, I wonder, you might not be able to take attacks of opportunity against creatures you can't see. Let's find out. Dearest Player's Handbook, Combat.
Well, me being invisible, does that mean I can't see? Or it means they can't see me?
Actions in combat. Okay. Position, order. But they can't see you. Okay, don't provoke
No.
opportunity. Okay, opportunity attacks. Let's read them. When a hostile creature that you can see moves out of your reach. Okay. It specifies which you can see. You cannot be seen. You can freely, you don't have to disengage, you can move.
All right, then I am going to go. You know what? I think I'm going this way. I think I'm going 30 feet, or let's see, that's 5, 10, 15, 20. I'm going 30 feet up here
Okay. Oop.
instead of us all being, right in the
Flipped up,
thing.
yeah.
And actually, 30 feet is right there.
Gotta move the turn order over
30,
here.
yeah.
Okay, beautiful.
I would be beside the bushes, not in the bushes. Okay.
Okay, so
Yeah.
that is Wondrous. Now it is time for the wolves. All right. Onyx. You have lit these creatures on fire. You've catapulted at them. You've done a tremendous amount of magical damage.
It's fine.
I want you to roll me an intimidation check.
Oh God.
Go,
might-
Onyx, go.
You might
Onyx.
actually have
And I
some
actually would like you,
sympathy in
hang on,
your
no.
DM heart.
Roll an intimidation check, but use your intelligence, your spellcasting modifier. So if you're proficient, just add intelligence plus proficiency. If you're not proficient, just intelligence. Does that make sense?
Okay. Yep.
We're gonna do some wacky stuff here. Okay, that is a 10.
So
Okay.
15. With
Ah,
my
right.
Intelligence
Your
score.
okay, 15. I think that'll do it. I think these wolves decide that they have had enough. And so, after having been lit on fire and nearly pummeled to death, I think they turn tail and run. I don't need to take your campfire with me. Excuse you. Okay, all right. I think they turn tail and run off into the forest. Does anyone stop them?
Well, do they run?
I'll
Do you
go ahead
take
and
any
just
attacks of opportunity as they go?
yeah, I'll take one
Okay.
with my quarterstaff.
Okay, yeah, let it rip. 12.
Probably
12
doesn't
does
hit.
not hit, no.
Yeah.
You
I
need
figured.
a
I mean,
14.
listen, if you're going to let me take one, Ash has got some pin-up aggression currently. So if you will let me take one, I'll take
I
I'll
one.
don't
take
think
one.
you were in melee,
That's
In
fine.
melee
No, I
range.
wasn't.
That's fine.
unfortunately.
I was just wondering.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, friends, here we sit. The campfire has been sort of turned over as the wolves rushed out. Onyx's tent luckily survived.
Oh, thank God.
As it turns out, did the people, but we were all more concerned, I think, with the tent. Thorin is dead, burned, and a new challenger enters the arena. Cass, the Dwarven Paladin. How will they deal with the outcome of this battle? Friends, we will leave that for next time. That is where we're going to end this episode of
Oh,
Ages of
thank God I
Ainor
didn't die
presents
again.
Curse of Strahd. So, thank you guys for hanging out. What a wild ride that was. And yeah, so as usual, if someone will help me find somebody to raid, because we all know that I'm bad at that, we are going to do our usual sign-offs. So this time, I'm actually going to go ahead and start, so that the people who are good at finding people to raid can do that for me. My name is Pixel. I am the GM of the streams that we currently do on Ages of Ainor, as well as it's one of its founders and admins and GMs over there. Ages of Ainor is, of course, this Twitch channel, as well as a Discord that we run where we do sort of public-facing D&D games. We have had a tremendous amount of growth thanks to the bonus mom phenomenon. So we are super excited to have welcomed in a bunch of new GMs, and we are hoping to be able to fill all of the games that they are posting with players like you. So if you have enjoyed this stream or enjoyed our streams in general, we would love it for you to come to our Discord. The join link is in our link tree, which you can find here on Twitch, I think somewhere. You can find it in the bio of our YouTube channel. I will be posting in the description of this YouTube channel in the doobly-doo down below. Please come join us. Please come play some games. I want to make sure that these GMs have full tables. That is what I want, so that they can have a great time and you can have a great time. We can play some fucking Dungeons and Dragons, kids. Also, in addition to that, I stream video games on the Facebook at facebook.com/hammerandpixel, where we talk about games, sort of games as literature. I talk about, politics and economics and philosophy as they relate to video games. And also I just kind of play video games and we have a good time. Sometimes I'm just a dumbass and sometimes I'm a pretentious dumbass. So those are really kind of the two speeds that we have at Hammer and Pixel. So definitely come hang out with us if that sounds like you're kind of a bag. Either way, thank you guys so much for hanging out. And we are going to pop over and talk to the sad but fabulous Vincent Page.
Y'all, I'm not okay. Nah. I am Vincent Page, and I'm gonna be okay. That's the mantra that I'm gonna use going out of this stream for sure. I do stream on Facebook if you guys are interested in coming and hanging out. We play all sorts of stuff. Currently rocking some of that new Minecraft update, babies. Yeah.
Excellent.
That's about it for me.
Wonderful. Omega.
Hey y'all, Omega here. I am gonna hang out here every other Saturday for the foreseeable future, for however long this goes.
You mean Friday, right?
Do you mean Friday though?
Yeah, Friday. Yep.
It's almost Saturday. We're close, but not quite.
Yeah, basically. No, yeah.
In our
every other
time zone,
Friday.
anyway.
I threw a lot at you guys today. It's no wonder that time has slipped out the window.
Yeah, basically. No, every other Friday, I hang out here. And you can find me on TikTok at OmegaMT42. No special characters. I do post some TikToks. But yeah, that's where you can find me.
Excellent. Wonderful. Ozzy.
Okay.
Who did you play tonight?
Well, funny enough, I played 2 people tonight. So, I started out as Thorin, and after the noble sacrifice, I'm now Cass.
For the kids.
Who is a dwarf paladin. And I'm really excited for you guys to get to know her in the next chapter.
Yeah, excellent. And of course, we could not sign off without talking about a bonus mom.
Well, bonus mom is going to be talking to her son seriously after this.
Please do.
Tonight. I am bonus mom. I am playing Wondrous, currently a mastiff dog, Wondrous, but normally I'm a Circle of Stars druid. Because apparently I think you can't go to bed on a Friday night, I am going to do a stream here in the next probably 20 minutes. I'll move over to TikTok and turn on my phone, and I'd love to have some people come with me and talk about what the hell it is that happened tonight, because I need somebody to explain it to me. So anyway, I've been playing around on TikTok and having the time of my life, and thanks to everybody for all the love and support. And I've been playing some Minecraft on I have a realm, and we're playing it on, I'm playing Minecraft. Sometimes Hammer and Pixel streams it. So one place or the other, you can find me on TikTok or playing Minecraft. Or here, maybe.
All right. Well, excellent. Super, super great and fun, everyone. We've had a lovely time today.
I know, I brought the voice back. What's about to happen?
And no, I just wanted to give you one more little taste of what I had to offer as a DM as we sign off today.
Pixel.
So, no, I'm not going to do that as we sign off. That's ridiculous. So I just wanted to make everyone's butthole clench one more time. Oh, all right, guys. So, hey, listen,
don't worry.
Stick around for the raid. Make sure you copy that raid message for me. And as always, I want to sign you off. Thank you so much for hanging out with us tonight. It means so much more than I can say that you all are hanging out and enjoying this absolutely silly and yet cathartic and emotional and hopefully entertaining thing that we do. As always, you can find us on Twitter, Facebook, as well as our Discord, which the link is in the doobly-doo. If you're interested in becoming part of our little circle of folks who love TTRPGs and D&D, And finally, I just want to leave you with a request from me to you. Until the next time I see you, do me a favor and just be a little kinder to yourself than you think you deserve, because I promise it still isn't close to being more kindness than you actually deserve, friends. So we're going to go ahead and start that raid. Make sure to stick around for that. But before we do, we are going to play the outro because I know a lot of you guys love to hear that stuff. Thanks to you guys. Thanks to all the players. You put up with a tremendous amount of absolute bullshit from me tonight. But I hope that it actually was fun in its own kind of way. So, all right, guys. We'll see you next time.